It's been a minute since I've been alive. Let's see. Do my chat thing. It's 4:43. See if anybody coming on in. Come on in and talk about. I've heard some weird things being said lately, but I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. But anyway, I don't even know where to start. So much to catch up on. I think last time uh, Feisty was in the hospital. My nose stuffy. Um, Feisty was in the hospital the last time I really was on the scene to be fully in tune. Oh shit, hold on. Yeah, Feisty was in the hospital. I think Clarissa wanted me to address the hospital thing. So when I saw Feisty in the hospital, I mean, it's Marcus we talking about. So Marcus, Marcus is gonna push it and try it anyhow, any way he please. But it sounded like she called him there, and they snuck him in. So on on that part, as far as him going into the hospital to see Feisty while she in the hospital, you can't you can't point a finger at him and say he wrong, in my opinion, because they called him there, and then Feisty sat there act like she was asleep. She act like she was asleep, and she was listening to Marcus and showing up talk. What I did get from that video is I think Tragedy talking about how he grew up Jehovah's Witness explains a lot. It explains why he is the way he is. Because if you grew up with Jehovah's Witness, a lot of those kids are, it's like a cult. It's not a dangerous cult, even though, well, yeah, it's like a cult. So a lot of those kids, they get ostracized from society, like due to their religious beliefs. And I actually grew up around a Jehovah's Witness church, and they owned a building on my block where only their members lived at. And I've seen it. I don't know if I know the actor. It's a little. He's a grown man, but he's so small. So he played younger roles from young. He got famous on Losing Isaiah. He played Isaiah on Losing Isaiah. So his father was the manager, and they had a church in my neighborhood. So if y'all know about Jehovah's Witness, they're very strict, and they don't celebrate birthdays, holidays, none of that. And their mission is Jehovah. So a lot of kids, they grow up different because they're so strict. Hey, living my best. Good evening. So they grow up a little strict, right? So a lot of when they get the age, they get their little freedom. They have a hard time adjusting into society because they've been sheltered all their life. So when Tragedy said that he could pick up people's personalities and such, that was the truth. And even though Tragedy got his ways, I can see he is trying to be transparent with Marcus more lately. Like he's just trying to get Marcus to understand his feeling at whatever point they talking, and that's it. Like he don't want Marcus to badger him, none of that. He's just explaining who he is and why he is, whatever. So I kind of understand. When he said that, it makes more sense. Now, what didn't make sense is Marcus gonna say, uh, they start talking about code switching, and Tragedy ain't know what code switching is. So it's basically, I know most of us in America know what code switching is, especially as a person of color, or if you come from a different country, you got a different language or a dialect. you know what it is to code switch. And even in America, black people know how to code switch between their hood vernacular and their corporate world vernacular. So he kept badgering tragedy as being sheltered because, and then he said, "Oh, you code switch, yeah, because niggas, hood niggas don't do that." And I'm like, "What? So what do hood niggas do when they get into corporate America in professional settings? They definitely hood niggas definitely code switch. Like, what do you mean? Like, that's the point of code switching because you don't come from that environment. You speak a certain way, so it didn't make sense that he gonna say that hood people don't code switch. Like, that's the whole point of code switching because you from a certain culture that that corporate America looks down on, or white America. You understand? So he said that. I'm like, that make no sense. That was nobody from the if people from the suburbs are not going to code switch because they grew up talking like that already. So when Marcus that said that don't make sense. Maybe Atlanta niggas don't know how to code switch because them niggas mumble talk and all that. But I can't even say that because I know people from Atlanta who from the hood but got corporate jobs. So that didn't make sense to me. But whatever, that's Marcus. I just thought that was weird that he said that. Like, because you got to be from the suburbs to code switch. No, you don't. Why would if you from the suburbs, you don't have to code switch. Am I bugging or what? Because that shit threw me all the way off. Hey, good afternoon, Golden. Hey, Pooh. Yeah, so I didn't understand that, but I just did want to say that, like, Marcus, the point of code switching is so people don't judge you based on your your informal accent or dialect, or even speaking a different language because it's some Caribbean do. We switch up from speaking our family tongue versus our American tongue. The same thing, and it's something black people do. So that was weird to me. But so as far as the hospital stay, that was just that was really nothing to me. And to be honest, y'all, I've been trying to keep up, but I'm not interested. I've been watching so much other things going on in the world. Like, I first started getting distracted with the Carmelo Anthony case. So, and I know by day two that child was already pissed off because I seen that they was railroading him, like his own lawyer, and how he kept letting the prosecutor saying the little boy provoked her. Like they said, Carmelo is a provoker, and I'm like, how is he getting jumped? And all those kids came on the stand lying. The little boy even lied on him, and it was just so crazy. So I've been watching, but I'm not processing all the content. Like, I'm not so investing in it. Like, like we normally was. Hey, lovely lady. So, and then recently I was watching the whole thing with the boy in Mississippi over the July 4th weekend, the little black boy who got found on Horn Island. And I see a lot of people speaking about that, and I think that's like, first I thought he was a black dude who grew up around white kids, and I'm like, well, when you grow up in an environment, you already pick your environment. You don't pick your friends. But I seen more pictures of him. He was on a football team, so he's around black people. So I'm like, why? Like, I don't know. When I know not to, like, I didn't grow up around white people, right, y'all? I never went to school around them, never lived next to one, but I always knew that because, and when I was in junior high school, I started going to special programs. Like, they picked people from my school, like, and we went to this high school college program for advanced students, and it was in a white neighborhood. So that's when I first started being around white people. And if we was going to go to a specialized high school, um, I knew I had to get acquainted with white people. But it's still something I thought you knew that you as a person of color, you never be the only black person in the room or on the trip, right? Like, am I missing something? Like, what? Why did he go on that trip? Like, I don't care. Even if my other black friends had a boat, first of all the boats I saw gone out there was mostly white people. So I don't know if black people do that with them, or we just didn't see them, or if that was the white people do from about his way. But I, but it was just like, as my child, no, you're not gonna be the only black person and on a boat with a whole bunch of white people. Like, I thought that was common sense. What the fuck? So I've just been watching a lot of other stuff. I've been catching my thing, but I've been trying to keep up. And it's just like feisty. I mean, people feel like, oh, she could do better. She gonna get out the hospital and take care of herself. I don't see it. I don't see it. So even when I hit the panel where y'all gonna ask her a few questions, it already in my head. I know she's not foreseeing in her near future to make any steps to get herself right. I just it's not in her head. So she's gonna do her. And then with the whole Troy thing, I don't feel like Troy got snaked. I don't feel like um I don't like, and because Marcus laughing at Troy because he would say, "Oh, fight tragedy finessed them," but I don't think tragedy finessed them. I do agree with Troy when he's like, I asked him the questions I want to ask him. You ask him, you have your line of question, I have mine. So I know Marcus and Troy, that that's banter. I know, but when it came to Ant though, Ant was not worth no $100 to talk to. I'm sorry, he no worth no $100 for one, and for two, he did all that. He didn't have nothing to say because they kept saying after, "Oh, I would have gave Troy a good interview," but you didn't have nothing to say because if you had something to say, you would have dropped some to your son, so you would have got your 100. You felt like you was worth, in my opinion. But you was arguing about it, but you agreed to 60. And how we know you agreed to 60? Because you said it. You slipped up and said it when Marcus came to see you. You said, I agreed to the $60, man. All right then. So why you didn't take the 60? That was the point of the interview. And you said 100 when you was talking to Troy. So you was playing games. You didn't have nothing to tell nobody. Y'all thought y'all was finesse. Well, he thought he was finessing. You wasn't finessing. So I mean, and then now and basically fighting them out. First of all, they all be lying, y'all. All of them lie. It's so much. That's what I'm saying. Like, when I've been watching, I just been keeping up with the lies, and I'm like, y'all trying to show one thing, but if you listen to them talk, they telling themselves. So, but and Kim Blade fights. He said we voted her out. I don't know who. It's like who voted her in the first place, and to act like you got a problem with Feisty now because she bring company. Sir, you allowed it from day one because ever since she got the job there, remember nobody believed she's working there because she kept bringing people, and then he validated her. And even when Marcus came there, he like, why you all these people here and they ain't doing nothing? And they was even defending K3 and all of them. Oh no, they be helping me. They be helping me. So you encourage that. And every time Marcus came there with a camera, you pulling them toes. You come in and want to be all in front of the camera like the rest of the interviewees. So how is the problem now? No, the problem is, and Marcus tried to say earlier it was a review. No, it's not no review because ain't no business gonna make a bill over a negative review, especially when it mentions a YouTube channel. You understand? Like any business with any business any business owner would know that when your business is publicized, whether on social media or is associated with some type of social media name or channel, and there's hateration that come with that, that view don't affect your business in reality. So it was just like, dude, you just lying. You just mad you getting caught up, and because Ant would say some things. Marcus, you messing me up, man. You messing up my image. Man, get that camera on my face. So you didn't enforce it, and something came out about you, and now you ducking Feisty and doing all this shit. Like, bro, it was you. I agree with Feisty when she said it was Ant at the end of the day. So about having three businesses and all that, man, you ain't no. There's no way you. I don't care what Ant say out his mouth. Even people looked him up and all that and proved him wrong before even the proof. He does not look like a man to me. He doesn't conduct himself to even. He don't even know how to make that business proper for me to believe he owned three businesses. Hold on, let me look at the comments. And definitely wasn't worth $100, right? Ain't worse than the right, because he had about sure, yeah. That is funny you said that because my son met up with his friends at the beach. Most of his friends are non-black, and I told him, don't take your ass in the water. Right, like man, and it was so scary because it do look weird. Like all the pictures they was taking, it was like he's the black boy, but he was always directly in the middle in most of the group pics, and I'm like, what the fuck? Hey Malika, good evening. My nose is stuffy as hell, y'all. So so yeah, so I mean, and full of shit, and there's no way, nothing about him convinced me that he's a business owner. So he couldn't get me to believe that he owned that business, let alone three. Like, and I'm still looking for the barber side because Ann said something one time when they was testing Feisty or whatever, and he's being ignorant about the House of Virginia and how it spread. Like, you scared of her being there if she was positive, but you shouldn't be worried for one because it's not like tuberculosis. She can't sneeze and you catch it, nigga. But all your supplies need to be sterilized between each customer. So, and that's when I realized he don't have no barbicide. None of them got no barbicide on their station, on their workstation. And I'm like, where they do that at? So that kind of fucked me up because I'm like, I'm looking at y'all swear to God, y'all. I'm looking in the shop every time they in the shop. I'm looking at the table like maybe they got it in a different container or packaging I'm not used to seeing. I'm looking. I don't see no barbicide in that damn station in that damn barbershop. So I'm just shocked because I'm like, dude, like, and I'm wondering like people that's used to getting haircuts, like, ain't that something you look for when you come to the barbershop? If I sit at your station and I don't see no barbicide on your station, I am not getting. You're not touching my head. So I don't know, but it's just I don't know, y'all. It's just I've been watching more things. I've been watching the whole Papoose and Clarissa thing with Remy Martin, and it's just to me from when I seen Feisty and Crew and they was making up storylines and this and this and that. So that's why I don't get either why Marcus felt like he was snaked because all right, he said Feisty snaked him. But he said that after she revealed what she said on CJ thing, and the only thing she said was she had sex with him and he smashed everybody. So it ain't he ain't mentioned because you was in CJ video or because you were on the panel said it was none of that. So that's why I was confused by the snake thing. Like, okay, I know some people you feel like you ain't have to do all that, but I think he really didn't want to get that out about Feisty, like I said, because a few days prior he denied it, right? All right, so now Feisty on some type of probation, this and this and that now, and now you watch Chaos now. He got monetized. And I feel like Marcus is bad as chaos too. I don't like chaos. He a little bitch ass nigga, but oh, it's like let chaos be, dude. Like, why you keep trying to give him advice? They, these young niggas don't want your advice. They not listening to you, dog. They all clearly they've been saying it. They've been making them stories to get paid from you and to give you content. That's it. So I don't know how you feel like they're not your new group of friends, like your buddies. Like so I mean, I don't know. That right there is baffling to me. Like nigga, you got the upper hand in every aspect, right? You older in age. You're the one who's promoting them, like making content. You paying them for the interviews. You helping them with this. You helping them with that. You did what you did, right? But you know what they was doing for you, for y'all to even have those exchanges. Y'all was helping each other out. So, and you talk about somebody that just unstable. They don't get along with each other. So, what makes you think that when they in their moment, they still gonna feel like they already feel some type of way about you because they show you in person. So you don't think they gonna express themselves when they frustrated with you? It ain't like they blatantly disrespecting him, right? Like fuck my suck my dick, da da da. They ain't do none of that, right? So I don't know. I don't know, y'all. It just everything is just so weird to me now. It's just and it's going too gay. People don't know this is what I don't do nail shops because I know they did not practice good hygiene and disinfect as they are told in school. Yeah, infection control is a big thing. I think he wants to make room for Lex in the shop. You know what's crazy, lovely lady? I was thinking that too. I was like, I think he don't want Marcus around Lexi. And that if Feisty's there, it's still gonna attract Marcus and they're gonna have access to Lexi. So I thought that was part of it too, to be honest. Oh, your niece got an infection in her big toe. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a germaphobe in a sense, but if I got an infection from some place, I'll be pissed. I'll be wanting to fight. Like, nigga, those guys were already gay and Feisty would know too much. Who you talking about? Who was already gay? Golden? Who you said was already gay? But yeah, so I don't know because yeah, the whole with them breaking away and K3 said himself he haven't been on his meds and he clearly got issues. It's just weird to me when you expect certain behaviors for somebody that clearly don't have those traits and that mindset, right? That's just how I view it. These are young kids, homeless. They making up drama and plots to get paid from you to make you content on your channel. They express their grievances about you to you or whatever. So even though you don't get along with a former interviewee, all your interviews are within the same circle, the same neighborhood. So it's going to be like 2 degrees of separation. They're going to bump into each other regardless. And the homeless people fuck with other homeless people. So I'm pretty sure they're not gonna be like, oh, this nigga be for Marcus. I ain't gonna fuck with him. Like, I'm just thinking realistically, like, cause I'm the type of person like, if it don't, whatever, if I deal with a person, right, and they deal with somebody that I don't get along with, I don't care, right? Because at the end of the day, as long as it don't affect me, right? It don't affect me that you cool with that person. As long as what me and you got going on is going on, and it's not, is you know, there's nothing coming between that. It is what it is. So I don't know. I don't know. It's just so complex to me, right? Chaos, tragedy, they're all suspect to me. Well, tragedy. I thought I can't remember exactly what he said. Oh no, y'all remember when he? Yes, because remember he first got interviewed, and Marcus I think asked him about his, is he straight or gay, whatever. And I saw his body language, tragedy body language when he responded, because he ain't say nothing. He looked at Marcus like, "What? It's a valid question." He like, "Nah, man, whatever, whatever." He gave an explanation about something, but then he did say a couple of trans tried them before. He said that. And the crazy part, when he was saying that conversation, I said to myself, this nigga like trans. Because he's one of those guys that's obsessed with femininity. Understand too, when guys like, there's guys that like femininity and there's guys that like women. So if a guy is just attracted to femininity, he don't care if it comes from a man or a woman. So when a guy is but if a guy like women, you know, femininity is gonna come in different show itself in different ways. Some people gonna have less of it, more of it, or whatever. Some women at the end of the day. So tragedy gave me when he kept talking about all this shit. He gave in my head it clicked. Oh, he's one of those guys attracted to femininity. So when it happened, I was in shock. I was in shock when the whole thing came out with Cash. Even though I think he tried to backpedal today, or act like he didn't know. Like I don't know. I don't know. All them weird. They weird. So, but and then my thing is, and then you try to play chaos when the boy was showing chaos, whoever chaos supposed to be talking to and say was trans, and Charlie saw the picture. He commented on the picture. If y'all saying this girl is trans, right? He commented on the picture and say he didn't say, oh, she looked like a dude, or she do he ain't commenting nothing about being trans or not. He said she don't look good. That's what tragedy said about Chaos alleged new partner or friend. That was tragedy comment. She don't even look good. So he knew it was trans. And they talking about it being trans. I don't know if this person trans or not. But that was a clue right there. That was a clue because ain't no man gonna comment if the niggas showing a picture of a trans, ain't no straight man gonna comment and say they look good or they don't. You understand? So and this is what I'm seeing now because Mark is gonna tell Chaos like this is the weirdest shit ever. I couldn't believe I heard this shit, but he told Chaos and he kept asking about, oh, you gay? He said something about you'll be more successful if you take the rainbow route than the hetero route. What? What? What are you talking about? I'm like, what the? How you gonna tell this little nigga that? Because it blew my mind because there's dudes even been doing it since the 90s that they be gay for pay too, and that be fucking people up. And then when these niggas become violent because they feel disgusted after being with a man and shit. Now what you gonna say? That you should not promote that thought that playing gay brings you more success or more money or more clout or whatever. That's crazy to me. That was crazy to me. I'm like, how you gonna tell him that? Because that's what the rapper Nazir, whatever dude try to say. What's his name? What's the little boy name from Atlanta that rap? Old Town Road, and Marcus used to interview his moms, the rapper. But I think last time he got locked up, he was seen naked in LA in briefs. Little Nas X, that's who it is. I just remember it. Yeah, Little Nas X said he tried to come out and say, "Oh, he's promoting it because that's what sells," or be engaged sells. And I'm like, so now we get into some Hollywood shit. Hey, Cocoa Butter, good evening. So I just thought that was weird. That why would you tell Chaos that? Let Chaos do Chaos. If he gonna bump his head, he gonna bump his head. And he keep telling Chaos to get a job. Yeah, yes, they all need jobs. But why you keep badgering him about a job? You need to tell Feisty she need a job. You need to tell Polo he need a job. You need to go tell Tragedy the same way you be wanna talk to the talk to Cass. You tell the rest of them the same message. They all need jobs. But if he monetized and he doing him now, let him figure it out. Don't knock down his hustle. You understand? Like, let him figure it out because it's, for my opinion, it's not going to last long either. To me, Chaos is not interested, and he already fumbled his integrity by getting that large donation and doing nothing with it. But I be blaming y'all too. Even though we here to help people, Chaos was not in a situation where he showed that $1,000 would have been beneficial to him at that moment. Now, if you want to, I would have started off small. Like, here, I got $100 for you, and see how you would have worked with that. But he ain't showing no signs of trying to do anything to get $1,000. I ain't telling nobody to do with their money, but I'm just saying this is what you see. Hey, I'm here. Good evening. So I don't think Chaos is gonna be a success. You make content, go looking for front of applications. People want to see that. How you gonna tell Marcus know what he doing, y'all? We told Marcus that before. Have you not suggested that him to do that when he started putting people in hotels? We told him to do that. He said it wasn't gonna make good content. Himself, he said that. So how you gonna tell him an idea that was proposed to you and you rejected the idea? You telling him to do it, and he don't even look like he want to go that route. I'm just saying, make it make sense. You gotta know who you talking to, who you're dealing with. Or sometimes it just seems like you're just talking to talk, right? So yeah, that I just thought that was crazy to tell Chaos that like he would be more successful if he took the rainbow route instead of the hetero route. And I'm just like, dude, like why? Just let people be. Let the blur lines be blur lines. Like, because even with the Polo thing, I don't think Polo messing with Cash was like a big revelation. Like, it wasn't something shocking. It wasn't like a sudden irony or switching a plot moment. Hey, Clarissa, how you doing? I addressed that question when you asked me to go live at the beginning of my live. So I spoke about the hospital because I've been trying to catch up on the content. But like I said in the beginning, y'all, I haven't really been so consistent with the content. It's really not interesting to me at this point. It's really and sometimes I do gotta I do take breaks from what I feel like is shit that's dumbing me down or shit like that's like pointless. I can't learn from. What you mean? I am babbling. That's what I do. That's what I do, Marcus, on all my lives. I babble. That's the point of me on my lives. What panel you got though? What you talking about? Come up next time I'm on the panel. It's too much to take, but you're just babbling. Yeah, I am. That's the point of me going live. I babble. I haven't been catching up full episodes, just bits and pieces. The logic is lacking. The logic of what? What are you talking about, Marcus? Now you throwing me off. I'm not talking about nothing specific. I'm just telling people what I was catching up on. So what logic? But yeah. So what? Who I was talking about? Let me go back. Oh, Clarissa. Yeah, I was saying that sometimes I take breaks from certain, like watching so much negativity, or just what they call entertainment. So I've been watching other things. Like I stayed up for the Carmelo Anthony trial, the Nolan Wells trial, even the case with this mom in Florida who tried to take herself out with her three babies. She had like three babies. They was like all under age 5. So yeah, I was talking about that earlier. And the boy Nolan Wells being the only black kid. The lot you say, yeah, I said something. That's what I'm saying. I'm not. There's nothing specific I'm talking about. Oh, CJ confronted you today on video. Wait, CJ confronted me today too on video. Drop the T here first. Oh, he confronted you like through FaceTime, you mean? Hey, Mimi, but you distracted me. I forgot who I was talking about. I was up to chaos. I was just trying to catch up with all the characters. Now Cash. Oh, let me talk about the one thing about Cash. I swear, I think Cash could do so much better. I think, I think if Cash, I think if Cash found like, how can I say, like the content is a different thing, but I don't know if I can't say this. I don't know if Cash has friends or not. But I think Cash would make good too if you show Cash being Cash, like Cash being with people like Cash and that type of thing, and showing Cash life in Atlanta. And I don't know how to explain it, but not saying like with no feisty Apollo. I'm saying like Cash showing you. I can't. Yeah, just showing you Cash. I'm trying to use. I don't want. I don't want to say the wrong word because I'm old school, and they say certain words is wrong. Oh, that too. You know what I want to say that about that too, because I was on Marketplace arguing with some girl because I said, I think Marcus interviewed a trans, and the trans said, they do girls too. And I said, well, yeah, that's not unusual. A lot of trans still have sex with women, like, because when you just because you dress as a woman, and maybe identify, some of them still like women, dude. So when Cass said that, what was that, yesterday? I was like, see, and niggas argue me, ain't no trans gonna be with no female. I said, that you bugged out. I know plenty of trans that been with women, dogs. What are you talking about? Nah, in person while I was filming, we both confront each other. Shit was lit. It's on the video that. Well, drop it tonight. Drop, because I got time today. I need to catch up. Nah, I need to drop it today while I'm home today, please, if you can. But yeah, and that was CJ. Oh yeah, I remember that occurring with CJ. What he did, he was on Instagram and he stopped and he put a thing to his head and all this other shit. And then Heaven gonna record himself crying. Heaven has real. Heaven cries like a child, like a baby with separation anxiety, like a toddler. Did y'all see that video when CJ got locked in by the martyr police, and she tried to act like she couldn't leave without him, and the police telling her like, dude, he going to jail, like, and she started breaking down. Oh no, I just came here to eat. This, I'm like, what the fuck? They have a bad trauma bond, dog. Like Heaven got real issues, real bad, like real bad. That shit was crazy. TikTok got a lot of them. What, trends that mess with women? Yeah. Oh, you in Texas? I know. One of the first trends I do that fuck with trans was from Texas. Damn, I can't even think of the name of the town, but yeah, because she used to come to New York, and I remember she bought a dog from New York, But at the time, she was with a stud. She was with a stud, and I've seen it in real life growing up. I've seen trans mess with women, dog. I've seen it. Even my old man asked me what I do with trans, and I'm just like, nah, dog. I ain't that explore. I'm not that much of an explorer. No sir. I'm all right. Cause y'all know we swing over here. I don't mind no swinging, but yeah, I'm not. That's not my cup of tea, dog. So that's only character that basically I don't. That's what I'm saying. I really don't have much to say because I mean it was not it nothing changed, right? It was nothing explosive. Like Polo came out. I don't know why people would be mad because if that's who he is, that's who he is. How you gonna be mad at somebody for what they are? I don't know. I don't know. I don't believe. I'm not one of the people that women get mad at men for being gay just because they was attracted to them, or they get mad because a black man with a white man. I'm not. I never understand mindset because they like what they like. So how you mad because you like somebody but they like what they like and it's not you? What? I didn't know that. Dwayne Wade's son is trans and she was dating a girl. I ain't know that, dog. That's crazy. Hey, MGO. So I don't know, y'all. Did I miss anything else? Cause I never really liked. I never Ant. Whatever is Ant. So Ant full of shit. That's what he is. He full of shit. And I, I I don't know. I don't think nobody's gonna miss him. I don't think he was like he was any important as important uh, of any importance at all. I feel like I'm spelling my T wrong. Oh, hey Mimi, did I say hey MGO? So I don't know what I missed, y'all. I know Demani had asked me to go live, but I can't remember what that was about. I just man, I've been so busy. I've been so busy, and I blame myself because I try to take on I try to take on more than I can handle, than I want to handle. You did? Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah. So I don't know. Did I miss anything or any other thing? And Feisty. Damn, Marcus. I don't know if he's still here, but I really wish you would tell Feisty keep up with her wigs. Like for real, because Tragedy hair be looking more better than hers. So I'm like, Tragedy, you like to play your hair so much. Why don't you help her maintain those wigs? It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. She don't take. It's like she just get a new wig and she don't touch it after that. She just put on her head. She done put the shit on her head and let it turn the locks again. Put my dick in your mouth. Then I'll shut up. How about that? Put my dick down your drawers, deep throat, and I'll shut up. Brush, shampoo, conditioner. Right. What she need? She need one of them. Well, it's curly, so I know she gonna want a curly. So whatever, get some. I use a curly spray by Garnier Fructis. Keep your curls in place. It's a spray, moisturize, and everything. I use it on my locks. Yeah, Tragedy hair does look a mess, but he knows how to comb through it and part it. You know, so I'm pretty sure he would know how to fix up that way. Tragedy definitely somebody called him androgynous in the comments, and I don't know if I said that live already, but I said that. I said he give me that metrosexual androgynous vibes. Like Like he the type of nigga that wear panties, bro. That nigga probably got a panty king, dog. Y'all ever see niggas that like wearing panties? That's a turn off for me, dog. I ain't gonna lie. It's some things I don't mind looking past, but a nigga wearing panties, I am not. I am that ugh. No fucking way, dog. Why you got panties on, dog? No, sir. Let me ask y'all something, right? It's mostly women in here, right? Do y'all like your men shaved? Do y'all like your men shaved? Or it doesn't matter to you? Do you prefer shave? Do you prefer bush? Or it don't matter? I just want to know. You don't like hair? It don't matter. Just as long as I can get some. I don't. Okay. I mean, it don't. I don't. All right. Because I'm crazy, right? Because I don't like, I'm not a hairy person, first of all, for one. But I like a hairy man. Because I used to look at guys today like, why y'all not hairy like our fathers and our uncles was? Like, I like a nigga with chest hair and shit. Like, but if I got a partner and I'm sexually active with my partner, and of course we grown, so we do stuff with our mouths. I better not have a strand of fucking hair in my mouth. I would gag. I would gag my ass out. Literally, my colon would come through my mouth. I'll do something about hair in my mouth. It fucks me up. So I'm that type person. If I have hair in my food, if there's hair in my food and I feel it in my mouth, my stomach tighten up so hard, and I just start gagging, and I lose my appetite for like a whole 24 hours, dog. So I cannot envision. I just put it like this. Like, yeah, I don't like men gotta shave for me. Yeah, shave your balls. If you're a hairy dude, you gotta shave down there for me. Please. Please. Please shave it. Because if you don't shave it, and I'm a person, I like oral. I like it both. I like giving and receiving. But not to toot my own horn, but I'm better than Superhead. No, but I'm just saying, like, so part of me, because you can't just be like, all right, you don't gotta do that for me. Like, I hate when a nigga tell me that, like, you ain't gotta do that for me. No, nigga, I ain't say, I ain't tell you ain't telling me I gotta do shit. I want to do it myself. So please come shave. What the fuck is so hard about that? Come hairless, please. That's it. I ain't asked you what I gotta do. Nothing. Just come shave. I don't see what's the fight about. The fuck? That's all I requested. Don't have no hair in your body. Thank you. I mean, it's not that hard because you do it anyway. It ain't like you never shaved before. I can see if you one of them natural ass people, and that be like, oh, I need the bush. I need to smell it. I need the pheromones. Nah, nigga, I don't like hair. I barely grow hair under my arms. I don't even gotta shave my underarms because I only grow a little. My underarm hairs is like a brownish blonde color. I ain't gotta shave shit, but I shave it anyway. So it ain't like it's awkward, right? It's not an awkward request because you've already before. I ain't actually do it for your first time, nigga. Like, what the fuck? It ain't gonna say, oh, no woman ever asked you that before. Well, I don't care what no woman ever did. I don't want no fucking hair in my mouth, and I know what I want to do. So I don't know. If it ain't my way, it ain't no way. That's how I am with people. If it don't go my way, this can't work out. It can't work out if it can't go my way. And yes, and nigga thought it's odd for a woman to ask that. That's why I asked y'all. Because I'm like, how is it odd because a woman don't want no hairy man? I never heard a woman in her life say, I prefer a man with hair. I know men say that to women, and that don't work with me either because I don't have no bush and I'm not walking around with no bush for no man. I don't care. And that's usually old men who request that shit anyway. Old ass men. But yeah, how did I get to that? How the fuck I get to me? And I was talking about the ASI crew. Oh shit! I should have asked Marcus why he was with him. Why he told Chaos that? But anyway, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I want to know why the fuck did they have plastic bags over the bedroom lights too in the room this morning? Did y'all notice that? They put black bags over the light. So was that some type of ambiance or what? Like yeah, adult content. Yeah, y'all know. Listen, if the internet wasn't so censored, I could tell y'all some things. I could tell y'all some things. And I'm a person, I'm confident in what I do. I know what and I know what I be talking about. I swear I think I was naturally born. I swear to God, I think I was just naturally born like to like men and I knew how to please them. I swear to God, I swear to because ever since I was a little girl, I used to stare at boys. And I just admire handsome men, right? So when people talk about like how people ain't born gay or whatever, I never believed that because if I knew since I was fucking a little ass girl that there was something about boys I liked them, I didn't choose to like men. I didn't choose it. That's just how I was. I like men. So I don't believe that nobody's not born gay. I don't believe that. I think there's people that's just born gay. Like, and then people thought I was gonna be gay because I was a tomboy, and they didn't know I was a little hole right under their nose. Cause you see, y'all thinking because I'm a tomboy, y'all ain't never see me with no girl. I hang around dudes all the time, but you think I'm gay? Okay, you keep thinking that. I could be a hoe in peace because y'all bitches don't know shit. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know shit because y'all think I like girls and you ain't never seen me with a fucking girl. So let me be a hoe in peace. I'm gonna be a hoe right in your face. But since you got this vision of me that you think I'm something, it's happening right in front of your face and you don't see it. Yo niggas and niggas are rude too because I used to go to niggas' house. They would have they baby mother meet me and they girlfriend. I'm like, I'm like, all right, if I deal with a dude, I know you got a girl, whatever, and I'm coming to your crib, you meet me, I'm like the homie, right? The first initial greeting, I don't mind because it's like, all right, I'm in this bitch space, they share a child together, whatever, or that's they shit. That's his crib. The child come over, she bring the child over, whatever. But when you keep bringing me to your crib and always around this person, and we fucking, I'm like, nah, you doing too much. That's too crazy. Cause some women caught on. I know all these women and think, oh yeah, she just gay. That's my baby father friend. No, because even one girl knew. She told me later on. I'm. She said I know he was messing with you because why would he kick me out the house for you if y'all just friends? And I came all the way from Pennsylvania to visit him, and he just threw me out. I'm like, you let that nigga feed you that bullshit. But bitch, oh yes we was. I'm fucking out there right in your house, girl. I mean, we're in his house. Why he kicked you out? I don't know why he came out there, but I don't know. I don't know. I just think that like yeah, when it comes to like attraction, but then attraction is also a spectrum. I don't know if there's I used to be in a website. It's called Fat Life. is for people of all types of, fetishes, kinks, BDSM stuff, right? And child, they got 1,000 categories you gotta identify as. I don't even know what half of them shits be. But it helped me prove my point though that even sexuality is a spectrum of the point, because when I was growing up, most girls that came out as gay, like in junior high school, you used to hear some of the elders, oh, this girl get going through a phase. There was always a gay phase for girls, but for boys, no, right? I never understood that, because I'm like, I'm growing up to be a teenager too, and they ain't none of the bitch I'm curious about. The fuck you mean? It's a phase. I never understood that. And then I know, like, y'all know, I spent a lot of time in juvenile when I was in my teen, and then I've heard of gay for the state. Yeah, all right, whatever. I didn't. It still wasn't anything to be gay for no state, because I was fucking with Stab. I was fucking with the guards. So it just don't. I don't understand. So I be telling people like, you're not straight. I don't care if you do it for the stay, for the pay. If you could do it, you're not straight, and that's okay. And I start calling niggas heteroflexible, because that's exactly what y'all are. Y'all hetero. Y'all probably predominantly heterosexual, but y'all do what y'all gotta do for whatever reason. So I don't know how that come about. I don't know if that's a survival thing people do, or if it's just part of being curious, exploring, or open minded. I don't know what to call it. But that's why I be telling people like everything is not black and white. Even with gay people, like, because even I no lie, it was this feminine ass dude who used to like me. And I'm like, dude, like you act like you Nicki Minaj, nigga. Like, I don't, well, I'm not attracted to women. I like men. And I could deal with a man who's not too macho masculine, but I'm not dealing with no flamboyant feminine ass man. But I've met some flamboyant feminine ass men who were straight. They were just overly freaked out. They were just overly freaked out. And them type of men will suck you from your toes to your ears in a heartbeat, because it's something about women that they love, but they're just feminine. So I look at it as that's probably like me in the reverse, right? In the spirit. And as far as like being a tomboy, but I'm just attracted to men. But at the same way, I'm not attracted to no feminine ass man. So I always in my head I always knew like you like sex when it comes to sexuality and attraction and all that other shit, it's just not black and white, dog. And I feel like it's easy to tell when a dude is not straight. Simple as that. I don't feel like dudes do like I don't feel like men can hide it. I don't care what nobody say. I do not feel like men can hide not being straight. I feel like women just want to be naive and act like they don't see certain flags. Like, because there's a thing in some of us women where we see things, and if we either scared to address it because he gonna lie, or he gonna deflect, or he gonna get mad, or whatever. But you just gotta know how to bring the truth out of people, dog. And usually when a man is so hypersexual where he can just fuck anybody, I already know that's a red flag too. Like, it ain't because, oh, because I'm a man, and I'm gonna fuck anything. It's because you ready to put your anything with a hole, and men got a hole too. So it's there's a borderline between freaky and then you being extra freaky where you're not straight. You down for whatever. But and I also feel like even whatever the trans girly nowadays, even the gay guys, the regular gay guys, they need to stop fucking with DL men, because it's getting dangerous too. Y'all know it's DL men, and y'all know that it's not going to go far, right? It's not leading to marriage. It's not leading to him leaving his family or whatever situation. You gotta go. Even if he's single, he's not gonna come settle down with you. So now, if it comes out, if anything happens from that relationship, now you gonna be in one secret that they want to hide. And what they gonna do? These men are dangerous. They taking out women and the men, and the trans, the gay men, the trans, and women. So because they secreted, like, I don't know why when it comes to men they have a hard time accepting it, like, with themselves when they not straight. Like, I can understand it maybe 80s, 90s, but not now. You understand? Because you still seeing it. Like, I don't know if y'all saw the case in DC that just happened with the man who confronted his ex boyfriend. They was in the crib together. The nigga must have beat him so bad, dragged him out the apartments, dropped him off in the alley, then ran over his feet in the alley. Like, they beat him so bad. And then he ended up dying in the hospital. I don't know if y'all saw that recent case, but yeah. And or because you don't want the secret to get out. A lot of these true crime cases that I watched recently is dudes killing somebody, another dude they had relations with because they were scared that other people's gonna find out. So it's like, nigga, now you going to jail. So I think so. Oh no, I think women just need to follow their instinct, respect their instinct, and if you don't want to accept a man for what he is, separate yourself. It ain't gotta go to, oh, you gay, now I'm gonna expose you and do this. Nah, just this is yourself. If you don't want to deal with a man who go that way, remove yourself from him. There's no need to broadcast or do this and this and that, right? And it's the same thing with the trans and the gay boys. If y'all know a do a DL, leave them alone, because y'all putting people in situations. Y'all putting men in, y'all putting the women and yourselves in situations with these niggas. Like, people just need to be honest with who they are. That's it. That's it. Just be honest. Everybody freaked the fuck out in some type of way. I swear, if y'all knew my stories, y'all be like, oh, this bitch is a hoe. Like, my husband come from a small town, and we talking about body count. And I been one day, I got a paper, and I was like, he was like, you need a piece of paper right now. And I'm like, yeah, nigga, I gotta remember, I can't count on my fingers. Like, what the fuck? And I write it. Then I put the paper, that nigga mouth dropped his out. I was crying. He like, those are everybody you had intercourse with. So I'm like, yeah, nigga, I'm a grown ass woman. What you think, nigga? And he like, nah. I'm like, dude, like, first of all, I know people with way more bodies than me. I don't have a high number compared to what I grew up and who I grew up around. I don't have a high number. But it was hot to him because of course it's gonna be hotter. Nigga, you grew up, your village only got 1,000 people, nigga. Like, yo, like, you see the same 1,000 people your whole life. I grew up in New York City with billions of people. So my school is bigger than your village, nigga. What you think? My school is bigger than your village. Like, your whole village is probably one grade in my school. Like, what are you talking about? Like, so we got different experiences. Yeah, I swear to God, that shit was so funny. Cause I know that nigga was quiet. He was so disgusted. Like, what the? And I'm like, you know how many bodies most people got by the time they leave high school? And I didn't even start young. I didn't start young. My first time, I was 14, and that's the time I was dating a model, right? And then, but I got locked up. Then I came back out talking to him. Then I got locked back up again. some he ended up getting somebody, he got killed or whatever. And so I did my time in jail. Then I came home, going into my first year home. I wasn't even thinking about boys. I did have boys, right? I did hang out with, but I wasn't smashing nobody yet. It took me like almost a year because when I was locked up too, I was messing with staff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. People be in jail fucking too. I ain't have, like I said, I don't have to be gay for the stay, nigga. I had a staff, nigga. But yeah, so I just feel like, listen, my thing, I don't put nothing past nobody. That's it. That's all. I don't put nothing past nobody. And I had this argument with this girl too. I couldn't believe it. Like she's arguing with me because she swears like you cannot tell when a man is not gay. Like they hide it, and I'm like, y'all don't want to see it. That's your problem. A lot of y'all women don't want to see. Y'all don't want to pay attention, and y'all have this preconceived notion that all gay men gotta have some feminine traits. And if y'all realize most gay successful relationships are with two men, like with two male presented men. Those are most successful gay relationships. Those are ones that lead to living together, possibly raising children together, getting old together. You hardly ever see trans or flamboyant men in a long term relationship. So that's why I was saying I would like to see Cash, right? I think Cash can do better socially, but I would like to see Cash and her and how Cash deals with being around the people that's in her lifestyle for the most part. Cause like Feisty was thirsty. Like I want Cash, I love Cash, and being drunk. Like oh fuck y'all, this and this and that. Like Feisty, you're just a meat rider. That's all you are. You was just riding her meat. You was drunk, whatever, cool. But you talking about what you want to do with your mouth with everybody. That shit crazy to me too. Like I don't know. I just feel like Cash can do better than that. I think Cash could attract better friends and better men. Better friends and better men. And that would be interesting to see. But Cash is a liar too. Cause Cash be lying. Cash, you don't fuck with Chucky, Skinny, and Polo. I don't know what niggas you get, but I don't see it, girl. I don't see it. I don't see how it's happening. If you could entertain those type of niggas, it don't make sense to me. Cause I could never. I could never. And I'm a regular hood fat bitch and I could never. Like it's just I could never. So I don't know. I think Cash knows they got the potential to probably attract better. But yeah, attract somebody that's more open. That's more stable. And I really feel like all this DL shit, if people stand on their position, what the fuck? Hold on, y'all. My oh yeah, all right, my bad. So yeah, I feel like if Cash be just have a little trust in himself and try to explore because I don't know. Cash always say somebody reached out to her, but she don't know this and this and that. Right? Cool. I bet. But you cool with these dates with people like Skinny and Polo and shit, right? It just don't make sense to me. It don't the math don't math. Point blank period. And I do feel like, let me not say that. Let me not. I'm not even gonna say it. But yeah, I'm not gonna say it. I don't know. I don't watch Chaos though, so I don't know what's happening on his channel. I don't know if he showed the girl showed herself. But I think that was crazy for the nigga to come out here. It's not like he was just mad he didn't get an interview and his ego got in the way. Because why you have that little boy phone? That's what I'm thinking too. Like, why you got his phone and going through his phone and looking at his pictures of somebody he talked to? Like, I feel like Chaos is the person that people, because he's soft and soft spoken, and if he does something to people that people don't like, they're gonna badge him because you're not gonna get like uh a confrontational reaction from him. He's just gonna be passive about it. And I think that's what make people go harder on him. Like, I you know, he ain't gonna fight, so they're gonna badge him, try to badge him and badge him. I think that's what dude was trying to do. Like, nigga, like, and then you showing nigga girl and they gonna say you don't know, but you know women. This is what I mean. Like, the internet gave this a lot of this generation audacity, but the audacity is not working because there is a male loneliness epidemic, and I'm proud of my young women. They're opting out of marriage and having babies. Yeah, because they worry about on their careers. Remember all these niggas a couple of years ago came out here. Oh, we don't care about your education. We just care about you being feminine, fit, and friendly. All right, nigga. So the girlies who care about having an education, care about having their money, care about they could pack up a suitcase and go to Rome or go to fucking Jamaica whenever they feel like it. If they're a problem for you, leave them alone. And they not giving y'all no babies because y'all niggas not taking care of your children and they don't want to be stuck at home raising nobody's child or stuck with an abusive ass nigga. They don't deal with none of that. So that's why, yeah, the birth rate is declining. And it's not a racial thing, y'all. This is going on across all ethnic groups across the world. So I think it was in Korea that started the 4B movement. And I can't remember if it was North and South. I always get them mixed up. But it's one of the Koreas that started the 4B movement. And the women over there said, I'm not giving birth to babies that's going to be my oppressor. Because clearly niggas think patriarchy rule the world and is destroying the world, right? So I don't knock them for that. Now, it's not my view. I'm married with children. I'm cool. But I do respect it. I respect it where people coming from. I fully support that what they're doing because why continue to breed in a world where the men and women are getting along, and I think that's also why the community is so in the spotlight now, the LGBT whatever, is because the hetero side of society, they are in they're like they're not mixing right now. They're not showing a good representation of it. So now there's more limelight on LGBT or whatever because men don't know how to court. And I'm old school. I believe in courting, but men don't know how to court. Men think that a woman ain't supposed to have her own achievements, her own identity. They think women are supposed to be servants and they supposed to be over women. They think they some type of I don't know. I think because they think they men that they got some type of superiority over women. So it's just so complex now that the younger generation of women saying fuck it. They saying fuck it. If you if you can't meet me halfway and be compatible with me, I'm not marrying you and I'm not having no babies with you, which I think is smart. Because shit, you see some bloodlines exist today that should have stopped in the 70s or something. Should have stopped with them, and there's still people having babies by these people. Like, and it's funny because I think I stand out, especially like in my generation this time. I'm one of those people. I always thought that it's important to know who you procreating with, like as far as bloodline, because I'm big on bloodline. And but some people just like they don't look more into it. Just look at the situation you in. I think long term. I think family line, and I think ahead. But yeah. So the male loneliness epidemic is a thing, and I think I think that's going to correlate to also with DL men and their issues with coming out the closet. And I think although although the women are staying away from men for the most part, we know realistically like women still gonna entertain men, date them, or whatever. And now that's the point where I think can either go bad or good because these women are not going to be around. They're going to entertain these men just for a good time, right? And these men, they're going to entertain the women for a good time, and they're going to entertain the boys for a good time. So, and I think that's going to be the problem with the clash with the male illness epidemic. I think that men are going to just have these things, these little things going on either way, and it's going to bring more violence because to me, I feel like men are becoming more violent because they're not being nobody is settling down with them, and then they doing things that they scared to get out, and so they taking people life over it. And so at this point, there's some women that's abstinent. They don't even want to date men. They don't want to have no fun. Cool. Now that's a disciplined approach that I know I can never be in. I'm not a woman that's into toys. I like men. I always say I don't like rubber toys, plastic toys. I like boy toys. So I don't. So more people just need to be honest with who they are, and and I think as women take this time to realize what they don't want and what they do want and build on themselves. The sad part is you don't see men taking the opportunity like, okay, since we're not matching with the women right now, let me work on myself or let us guys work on ourselves. No, what they doing? They coming online and women is this and women is that and baby mamas this and single mothers this, like, and it be killing me because y'all niggas, a lot of y'all come from single moms. Y'all know what's funny? I'm telling y'all, the niggas be online lying, dog, because I was in a Kevin Samuels group on Facebook, like, and it was called Kevin Samuels is Dead, right? So my people started that Facebook group, and I ain't really participate in it because I never cared for gender wars, right? I don't have those problems. I don't. I'm not stuck home with nobody kids, and I'm not nobody's like I don't got those issues, right? So, but I seen them post my ex. They were talking about somebody. They posted my ex. Now let me tell you, my ex is fine, right? That nigga fine. So when I met him, the crazy part is when I got locked up, um, I had stopped talking, and right before I got locked up, that's when I used to talk to the boy who took my virginity, and we broke apart. So kind of find out he got locked up before me. That's why I didn't see him. And then one day I was getting shit to jail, I mean, I was getting shit to a court to go to court one day, and so since I was a juvenile in the adult court, right? They, I go through a special elevator by myself. I don't go with the adults. So he came from another facility, and since I was a girl as a boy, they had us like our backs to each other. We couldn't look at each other in the elevator. But I'm smelling them. I'm like, damn, this nigga smell good. Who is this? Whatever. I'm like, damn, this nigga smell good. Who got in the elevator? And when it was I was trying to get over, I seen it was him from the profile, and although he looked good, he had bad acne, right? Bad acne on his face. But I saw past the acne, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I wrote a kite to him. I got a contact with him. We ended up being in the same jail. Long story short, that was mine. I claimed that. That nigga was fine. He didn't have no self esteem at this time. We stopped talking when I was about 21, whatever. He moved, whatever. And I found him. He used to follow me online too because he found me. I used to date one of his friends later on, and he must have saw me on his friend page. He followed me. So now I see him online talking shit about fat bitches. He online talking about he all like fat bitches this and single mothers this and that. I'm like, this nigga Julio. Y'all talking about Julio? I'm like, nigga, I know Julio. Like, what is he like? His whole family fat. His his sisters and brothers fat. His mother is fat. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is he talking? I'm like, bitch. Like, even after me, I see you date some fat girls. So I'm like, I know this nigga. I talk about fat bitches, right? So everybody's like, oh, what's the tea? What's the tea? So at this point, I was mad at him anyway because he started acting shady on me online for some reason. Like, niggas start cursing. I thought he was trolling me at first, but he started cursing, and so I wasn't paying him. I was like, nigga, you on my dick. And I was like, I know you. Nigga, you used to drive to New York to see me and beg me to sing to you. I used to sing to you every night to go to sleep. Like, who you talking to, nigga? I know you for real. So I don't know what's your problem. Like, I know you in real life. Like, nigga, I used to send you to bed every night. I used to help you get over your insecurity over your fucking acne. You didn't even know you was cute until I fucked with you, nigga. And you ain't never talk shit about no fat girls because it was this other blood bitch. She thought I had something kite with her to Julio one day, and then come to find out she was behind my back trying to talk to Julio and all this other shit. Anyway, but nigga, you was quick to entertain her because he thought I was entertaining another nigga I used to play chess with every day. So I'm like, and that bitch was ugly. That bitch had a mustache. She's big and black and bald headed with a mustache. Nigga, you like fat girls. The fuck you talking about? Like, I couldn't believe it. So now that he one of them people that be on all these Kevin Samuels, this red pill shit, talking about fat bitch, talking about single mother. Like, nigga, your mother, you was raised by single moms, dude. Like, your mom was on drugs when I met you. Nigga, what you talking about? So that's why I don't take niggas online serious when they talk shit because I'm like, nigga, I done seen it firsthand how niggas lie about their whole life. Like, and this nigga is going hard on fat bitches, and I'm like, nigga, you like fat bitches, nigga. And it was just so and it's crazy. I showed the group a picture of his mom's. They was flaming him for days for that. Like, nigga, you talking about single moms? Like, your mom is a hood rat. Your mom was a hood rat. She get drunk with her kids. She smoke with her kids. Like, I don't care how old I am. I'm not smoking and drinking with my parents. That's her rat shit. Like, that's what y'all do with your moms, not me, nigga. Then he was mad because I had a Range Rover this time, and the nigga had some car or whatever, and he gonna ask me, oh, so you gonna drive me around my birthday to the club? Bitch, I'm a grown woman. You a grown man. Why look? I ain't driving you nowhere. Like I'm your bitch, nigga. And you know what it is? He realized. I guess he grew up to realize how handsome he was, and bitches did start flocking to him. So I can acknowledge that he is a good looking man. Cause All my people used to ask about him. He's gonna see. They're like, "Who that? That's you?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." But he is an attractive man. But I don't know what happened to him. I don't know who broke his heart. What happened in his life? He's very bitter. But he ain't. But he's. I caught on that he was talking to a lot of insecure fat bitches like that spend money on dudes. Like those are fat bitches I don't like because they make it hard for other fat girls to dudes think we paying for attention and niggas like I don't trick on no nigga. That would never happen. I'm you crazy? I like niggas that bow down to me. What I like taking care of a nigga. I got a fat cousin that do that. I nice to hang out with her. My old man used to tell me, yo, don't hang out with your cousin. She got a bad reputation. I said, yeah, she do. That her reputation is not my reputation, nigga though. She easy, not me. The fuck? Copper, when you writing a book, it's probably be best. People been telling me that all my life. Write a book. Child, I don't know. I had a crazy life. I feel like I swear to, I be feeling like my life is like a movie. Like sometimes like some of the shit I went through, and then like sometimes you can't even explain it. Like, and it be like, yo, I don't went through some crazy shit, but the best part is I always got somebody to share that memory with. You understand? I of course somebody confirm like you remember that crazy shit happened. Like, yep, exactly. So, but I don't know if I ever back home I felt like I need to start writing stuff down. I already do that now. Like some I have a notepad in my phone where I write down certain shit, like especially a memory that don't recur often and it come, I write it down in my notepad. Yeah, I built that bitch. You know, that's one thing I did though. That's one thing I did. Like any nigga I talk to, you can't dress anyway and be with me. So when I met him, he was okay, and he was from Brooklyn, right? So back in those times, like we used to talk about people from Brooklyn. They ain't know how to dress right. Like they just like Bama's, like they just like Southern people. We would say like they was up on the styles like us. So he was from Brooklyn for the most part. And I elevated his wardrobe. Every nigga I've been with, not every nigga, but like because not every nigga I needed to do that to, but every dude that was like lacking in style, like wasn't too up to date and trending, especially big boys, right? Because I like big boys. And when I used to mess with big boys, and because back in the early '90s and '80s, right, when it come to name brand and nice clothes, they didn't sell those things for big boys. Big boys used to have to go shop at old man store, like, and there was like one brand called Big Daddy Gear, like that shit was corny. Nobody want a T-shirt that say Big Daddy Gear. Nigga, it be like 16 or 20 or whatever. Nobody, that's like fat old man shit. So, um, I started finding places that sell like all name brand in sizes over 3X, like 3X and up, and big and tall department. So for the most part, like most of the dudes that was big that I was with, I've always upgraded their wardrobe all the time. Even my son's father, my son's father is real big, and he wore like a size 52 waist pants, and so he used to come see me, and I just hated his baggy pants. I'm like, dude, your pants too baggy, dog. Like you gotta wear some clean cut jeans, like. And he's from Brooklyn. He like, I don't know where to get. I don't know where to get all that stuff at, nigga. I got you. It's easy. So I done helped a lot. I done built up a lot of niggas' confidence. Like, cause even people used to tell me like, oh, why you like fat boys? You a fat girl or whatever. They think I'm supposed to like skinny dudes. And it's always it's either a short dude that want to talk to me. I've done messed with short dudes before, but I ain't doing that as an adult. Or skinny dudes, and I'm not used to skinny. I'm even muscular dudes. I'm not attracted to muscle. I don't like all that hard muscle body shit. I don't like that shit. I don't that shit ain't sexy to me. I feel like niggas do that for niggas. Like y'all be pumping muscle for y'all. Cause most women I know, they don't we ain't looking for no muscles and shit. Like the fuck for you to be all muscular and looking like a gladiator and shit. Nah, that shit ain't cute. That's for dudes. That ain't for women. So but yeah, most of my friends just feel that way. And I should tell my female friends like, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. Fat dude, even fat dudes is better in the bedroom. And they're like, nah, you bugging. I'm telling you, like, most of the fat dude, you know how they say fat women smell good, they be smelling the best, they soft skin? That's how I feel about fat dudes. Every fat dude I've been with always smelled good and took care of himself. Like most dudes I know don't even use like men's deodorant. They all prefer women's deodorant like Dove and whatever. So my son's father, the biggest guy I've been with, when I used to go to his house, you would thought it was a girl bedroom, right? Because his whole dresser was full of body sprays from like what was it called? What's that store called? Bed Bath and Beyond, right? Is that what it's called? Yeah, Bed Bath and Beyond is where you get all the sprays from. Is he wasn't going to Victoria's Secret? Yeah, Bed Bath and Beyond. Yeah. So I was telling people like, nah, like they think niggas is fat and sweaty and shit. And I don't like no sweat, so I'm like, ain't nobody sweating on me. So I don't know what y'all talking about. But I just tell my friends like, I'm telling y'all, fat dudes is it, right? Fat dudes is it. I'm telling my friends that now we get a little older. All my friends like, oh, you right, yeah, the fat dudes is with fat dudes is it exactly. I'm telling you, I'll be putting people on the game like. I don't steer people wrong. I don't steer you wrong. I ain't gonna lie to you. One thing I ain't gonna do is lie to you, baby. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But I'm gonna tell the truth. That's it. So yeah, most of the fat dudes I don't know they took man, listen, them niggas smell good, always was clean. I ain't never smelled like a funky fat nigga, never. And the crazy part of my brother a fat boy, and I don't like his scent. I don't know from ever since I was younger, my brother got a scent. And I don't know if it's because he wore the same cologne for so many years or if it's come from his natural body. It's not a stink scent. It's just a scent he has, and I hate it because it's his scent, and I smelled it all my life. And my brother a fat dude. And my friends used to like when they used to crush on my brother, and I'm like, ew, the fuck? Yeah, yes. I let's see if Marcus dropped his CJ thing. Cause I really don't really got as far as recent events within the past 2 weeks, I guess from Feisty and Crew and Marcus and all them got going on. Ain't really like ain't really nothing like too shocking to no no wow factor to it or to even be like, oh no, I don't like that. Like no negative reaction, no positive reaction. It's just like it is what it is. Like I ain't surprised by shit. I just know that y'all my nephew just moved to Atlanta too. My poor baby. My baby boy. I don't know. My twin nieces and my nephew. They live by Atlanta. They live in Smyrna. I think I never. Where's Smyrna? Because I know I have family in Marietta, but I don't know if Marietta is a part that close to Georgia or if it's Smyrna. But I know it's close to Atlanta. I mean, I said close to Georgia, close to Atlanta. But I know both are close to Atlanta, but I don't know which one is closest, if it's Smyrna or Marietta. But anyway, so my baby boy live in Smyrna now, and I was like, I hope he don't ever get caught up in Atlanta. Don't go to Atlanta. Don't go. I hope you don't get caught up where the niggas is at. Stay away from the niggas. Stay away, baby boy. What's the music you hear? That's the ice cream truck. The ice cream truck outside, Mr. Softy. That's Mr. Softy. I don't know what state you from, Clarissa, but you remember Master P? You remember that song, Mr. Ice Cream Man? Master P is somebody I had a big crush on since I was a little girl, and my mother hated it because I had all his posters in my room. And she like, you like that ugly man? And I'm like, it's something about him. I like him. He ain't cute, but I like him. I just like him. I like his spirit. North Carolina? Oh, okay. Oh, you from North Carolina? That's what's up. Me and my mom were just talking about North Carolina yesterday because that's where her grandmother is from. Her grandmother, her grandfather, and because we were talking about where we get our blondness from, and I was looking for some family and shit. And I know I gotta go back to North Carolina and get some records from the archives. And I gotta go to three different counties to get some records of my ancestor records. But it's crazy. No, the part of North Carolina my family from, nobody I know from North Carolina know that area. You ever heard of Swan Quarter? Swan Quarter. My family like lived in Swan Quarter for like centuries, like before white people came to America. Like Swan Quarter, Hatteras Island. It, I think it's Palmlico. It's like on the edge, the northeastern edge of North Carolina and borders Virginia. But most people I know don't know about that area. See, you don't know either, right? That's crazy. Nobody I know from North Carolina know that area, and that's so crazy to me. I only met one dude from and he's a chief of a tribe up in Massachusetts, but his grandmother was from the same place that I shared with one of my old other grandmothers, and because a lot of tribes from North Carolina went up to Nova Scotia in Canada. But my family stayed right there in Swan Quarter forever. Like even the road, my family name, their surname is rare. So they got roads and everything named after them. And that little town and whatever. But nobody, I don't know nobody who know that place in North Carolina. You ever heard of Lake Matamuskie? Cause that's part of the tribe they from too, Matamuskie. But Matamuskie, they phased out and they went under either the Cherokee banner or the Tuscarora, which moved up to New York or whatever. But anyway, yeah, that region of North Carolina is like nobody knows that area of North Carolina. Hey, Damani, what's up? Nobody know that region. I don't know why. That's interesting. It's so interesting to me. But yeah, that's where my folks is from. North Carolina. Uh, I think it's Hyde County, Bath County, Washington County. What is it called? What's the other word? Pamlico. I don't know if Pamlico is the county or the area. And that's another thing. A lot of people don't know all the islands that exist off of North America. So many islands, so nice. That's another reason, right? Because when me and my mom was talking about Georgia yesterday, because my brother is trying to get my parents to move out there. Like my parents don't want to leave New York, and and I feel my brother is coming from. Like that's why I always come back to New York because I don't, my parents is here. Be close to our parents. Like niggas never moved away from their parents their whole life. Like so, I feel weird when I live away from them. I never lived far away from my parents. But when I go back to Barbados, my father don't want to go back to Barbados and stay there, whatever. Him, and my mom want to stay here. That's why I ended up buying them a house in New York. Cause at first I was telling, I'm not buying a house in New York. I'm gonna buy a house, whatever, whatever. But they ain't want to leave, so I can't force them to leave. So I just bought them a house in New York, and that was what in 2010. I bought them that house, and now my brother wants them to leave. I'm like, oh, come to Georgia, and I told my mother I am not going back to Georgia. You in Moore County? I don't like Georgia no more. I loved Atlanta in the 90s, though. The 90s, I loved Atlanta, though. I used to beg my parents, let me stay out here, let me live down here. But I loved Atlanta. And then last time I was in Atlanta was in 2017, and I was gonna get a spot. Son told me, nah, don't do it. So I ended up going to Columbus because um they built some new they had built a new they was building up downtown Columbus, and so I was trying to get in early before all the other developments starting to get higher. So I ended up getting this nice big loft apartment. It's in the old Mill Columbus, and it's right on the Chattahoochee River, right across from Phoenix City, Alabama. So I don't know if you ever heard of Gabby talking about she from Alabama, but she got locked up in Columbus, Georgia, Muskogee County. A lot of people from Alabama go to Columbus. A lot of people. So that's why, like, Alabama is not that far from like Georgia or Columbus. So that's why you got people like Feisty and Gabby. That's tied to Alabama. That's actually in Georgia. It's really right there. Hey, Sunshine. Hey, Miss D. I'm alright, Sunshine. How you been? I just been busy, boy. I've been my husband had came to New York. He came to get surgery, and so I had to take care of him for a few weeks. He came up well he left. He left last week, y'all. What's today? Yeah, he left last week. It was. He went back. Um yeah, so I was busy being his nurse, and I had a whole bunch of other things to take care of. Now my mother got a wound, so I've been taking care of my mother, and I got a lot going on because I'm trying to get my daughter physically in shape to get into the Navy next year, and I want her to push herself to get to a special role in the Navy. So we've been doing certain drills in the pool, in the water, and everything with her, get her in shape for the Navy. Hey, Miss D. Yeah, I've been extremely busy. I haven't been at work in 2 months, and I don't know if I'm going back, but I've been taking care of my family for the most part, and I'm tired. I'm tired now, so that's why I've been missing everything. Can't really, just been overwhelmed, y'all. Overwhelmed, and I don't want to be in New York either. I hate being in New York. I only come here to work, make my money, but I know, I know it does affect my relationship when I come because I've always been used to my freedom, like coming and going when I please. Like when I go somewhere, I don't put a time limit on myself. Like, oh, I'm gonna go here for 2 weeks. No, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go there. and I'm gonna leave when I'm ready to leave. But it's not like I'm in New York just visiting. I'm making money because I want to buy my boat. I don't want nobody to buy the boat for me. I don't want nobody to help me get it. I want to do it myself. This is something I want to do for myself. So yeah, I just been here working. I'm trying to save the money, get my boat, and then go back home for good. I'm not coming back to New York after this. I am definitely not coming. There's nothing here. This city is horrible. And right now, I don't have a car, even though my father gave me his car to get around with. I'm just at the age where I think I'm tired of being spoiled. Like, I'm tired of people doing everything for me. So I want to start doing for myself. I want to start doing for myself. Like, because I always feel like, you start seeing people to end up in situations where, like, they were so used to somebody take care of them. They don't know how to take, I know how to take care of myself. If worse come to worse, but I don't want it to be due to me taking a loss or something traumatic happened in my life for me to force myself to start doing stuff totally for myself. So yeah, I told myself I'm gonna commit myself this last time in New York and to reach my goal to do what I want for myself. Cause my man wanted to say, "Oh, won't you just cause he got vehicles in my country, um, and he was just like, won't you get this vehicle and do this and do that and take loans?" And that's the difference between me and him, right? I always been a hustler where if I want something, I'm gonna hustle up the money and go pay in full. I don't like paying bills. I don't like giving people extra money. I feel like you getting extra money off me making payments, right? So I don't know. I just don't like that idea. So I'd rather pay for everything up front where I own it right then and there. I ain't got to worry about next month. I got a bill to worry about to pay this and pay that. It's paid for. So I've always been like that. And me and him, we just didn't agree because he feel like, oh, you working hard, you stressing yourself out because this nigga never want me to work. But it's like I've never been a sit down type of bitch. Like I don't care if you taking care of me or not. Like I still always been on the go. I always had my own hustle. All ever since I was 13, I've always had my own hustle. So he's upset because yeah, nigga, you met me like this. I always tell what you gonna get yourself into if you can't. I always have this talk. If you can't handle it, let me know. But don't tell me to handle it and then further down the line, now you're uncomfortable. I'ma hear you out. Yes, I'ma hear you out. It's not you don't feel right. We're gonna get through it. But at the end of the day, focus on the goal. The goal gonna come. You focus on the worry when you just focus on the goal. Thank you, Clarissa. Blessings and healing. Yeah. Yeah, that was my thing, Mr. Yeah, paying everything up front. I'm come from that era with cash talk. Like money talk. I don't want to deal with no banks. I don't want no credit cards, none of that. Let me shit up front. So and because I never had a credit card, when I started buying cars, I was just like, that financing shit, I'm not financing no car. I like to lease. Because when it comes to lease, when you lease a car, for one, the down payment is the down payment was never big for me because I had my ways. Anyway, well my dad had his ways, but I like the lease because I didn't own the car, but I'm driving a new car, right? And I would just lease it and I don't own the car, so if anything happened to the car, they gotta take care of the car. And I don't have to worry about coming out of pocket to take care of that car when you lease a car. And then I ain't stuck with the car when I finish at the end of the contract. I return the car and I'm getting another new car again. You understand? So I didn't. Everything with me was cash. The only thing I built my credit on is when I was leasing my cars. That was it because it benefited me anyway. I don't. That's why even when I was in Atlanta, I was having problems finding apartments and shit because they want proof of income and all this other shit. So listen, I had 7 figures in my bank account, and I know I didn't want to show them that, but I didn't want them asking questions. So I'm thinking like, listen, I'll pay. My thing is, I will pay the whole year up front, the lease up front for a year. But it's like money didn't talk no more because everybody want to be on your business. Oh, you got money? Oh, where you get this money from? You got proof of income? Proof of the, where you got this money from? Nigga, the money is in my account. It's good. If the money wasn't good, the bank would have took it from me. You understand? So it was just that's why I ended up going to Columbus anyway. The Columbus, my money spoke for itself. It was more quieter. It was more calm than Atlanta, and I like the area. And it was a dude out there. I was feeling her body, a firefighter dude. Anyway, so it worked out for me. But yeah, so now my my man, he deal with the banks. I don't deal with no banks, and I keep telling him that, like, nigga, I don't deal with banks, like. And then he's like, "Oh, but nigga, you hang out with rich white people. I don't. So you keep coming with all these ideas of how I can save this and this and that. I'm good. I'm not. I'm not doing all that. I know if I want something done, I'm gonna just make it happen. That's it. That's all. I'm not looking for no banker. I'm not looking for no investor, no loan or none of that. I know how to get my money and make my goal. And when I make my money, make my goal, guess what? I ain't gotta worry about who I gotta pay every month. I ain't gotta worry about paying back nobody no money if I loan money. Nah. See, that sound like too much. It's too much. And he deal with that shit. I don't like dealing with that shit. Cause I'm one of the people I work when I feel like it. So now if I got my boat, right, and I don't feel like working, or if I take a trip somewhere and go somewhere and stay for a few months to another island or whatever, how now I gotta worry about how to make my money to pay for my boat for that month and have money to take care of myself on the island without overspending. So that's extra stress in the future. So that's what I'm saying. It don't make sense to me. He thinking like it would benefit in the long run, and I'm like, no, it won't, because having it paid for means I ain't gotta worry about paying the extra bill every month. Like, and I can still do what I want in my life. That's why I like my freedom. That's why I've never been as a nurse. I never had a union job. I never worked. I never worked directly for no healthcare union. I've always been a contract worker. I go and I work. I make my own schedule when I please. I stop working when I please. I go to work when I please too. I've been like that my whole nursing career. Marcus hates you left. He would have you on spicy content. Who? Who on spicy content? That's what my son said. Yeah, we are about to downsize from a 2-story, 4 bedroom to 1-story lot. 1-story, 3 bedroom. I'm so tired of everybody moving with me. No more from here on out is me and my auntie and my husband. Yeah, I feel that too. And it's crazy because even like, all right, even my property here in New York, the value the value of my house has tripled. And I told my parents this was gonna happen, right? Because when I bought that house, I told them like they gonna start buying out the neighborhoods because I'm cool with a lot of like Russians and Jews and stuff. And I knew that area of the Bronx they was looking to start buying into. So even when I got the house, my mortgage broker was a Jewish dude because I paid down all the money for the house and everything, and I knew he wasn't gonna ask me for like proof of income and all that other shit. All I had to do was get my because I put it in my father name. So all I had to do, they just needed their tax refunds. So all I did was file their taxes real quick because they ain't do their taxes. So I filed all their taxes back to back, whatever. I gave them the payment, and I did all the paperwork for the house. My parents ain't do nothing, so they never been through the house buying process. But I know if they think about leaving, I've told them, I said, listen, if you do, the house right now is worth so much money that if they do go to Georgia and my brother and them, because I was just looking at houses for them too, just in case in Smyrna, where my brother is at. I see some nice houses in Smyrna, I said, especially townhouses, where like my parents they gotta take care of worrying about mowing the lawn and shit like that because they older in age, and they got nice little patio decks and enough 2-car garages. So I did find some nice spaces in Smyrna. Me and my mom was looking at. That's close to my brother and but I ain't worried about it because I'm not going to Georgia. I'm not. So if I right, that's what I was saying, Golden. So if we get rid of this house in New York, it would be they could easily buy a house in Georgia, and they could buy 2 or 3 with the money, with the value of the house in New York. They could buy 3 houses in Georgia right now if they wanted to. Just kidding, you're the master of your mind. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. If I work with Marcus and spicy content, I'm telling you, I would have turned it up. I would have turned. I swear to God, y'all would have known spicy. I would have had it all the way turned up. No bad reviews. Like not all that trolling, talking shit that everybody be doing. If I was there working with Marcus on the spicy content, I'm telling you, I would have had. I definitely would have had the videos lit. I guarantee you that for sure. Hey, Brown Skin Solutions, how you been? I ain't seen you in a while. Did you ever do that retreat for the thing you was going through? I recall being able to buy 3 houses in Texas with my equity years ago. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, right, that's what I just told my mother yesterday. I'm like, listen, even with the equity, because we bought up the equity too, because my dad is like, oh, I could have just, if we do this and this and that, I could easily buy you the boat that you really want with the equity money. But I ain't, I ain't all that financing stuff ain't for me, dog. I'm not into it. Let me just hustle up my money, buy what I want, and get it over with. I don't want to deal with no banks or nothing. Oh wow, sorry to hear that. Oh man, that's I'm so sorry to hear that. My condolences, girl. Man, life ain't no joke. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Chicago is another place I love, but it's too cold for me. I love Chicago. I love Chicago. And Chicago love me. I swear. I mean, I get all type of love in Chicago, but that cold ain't for me. Yeah, that cold ain't for me. But even though when it comes to like their houses out there too, man, I would have bought a few of them. If I had the money, but it just out there. I can't take being in Chicago past October, November. Yeah, too cold. I can't take it. Hey Mel, y'all coming? I ain't got everybody coming. Ain't really. I don't know what else to talk about. Marcus came in here, y'all. So I was dabbling, and I ain't have no logic. I know he be trying to throw people off, but that's what I do. I don't know what I need logic for because there's really no point. I wasn't saying nothing. that needed to follow a logic. But yeah, he came in here and he said him and CJ, him and CJ. Well, I've been missing the panels too, so I don't know what panels he be on. But on Yavo, and when there's too many people, I don't like being on panels. When there's too many people on the panel, y'all, I don't like it. I can't take it. When it start being like four people, yeah, I get overstimulated. He says, "Oh, she said CJ confronted me today too on video drop. Okay, drop the T here first." He said, "Nah, oh, in person. Cause I asked him. Well, I didn't ask him nothing. I think I said I didn't understand if he meant if CJ confronted him on video. So I think he said, not in person while I was filming. We both confronted each other. Shit was lit. It's on the video. That'll drop later tonight or tomorrow." That's what my. I think I said, "Hey, Mal, New York is too cold for me. I can only been in Chicago and New York in the summer." Yeah, I can't do no place colder than New York. In Chicago, brick. I'm moving to ATL next month. I'm gonna let y'all know what's really. Oh, you moving down? That's crazy. Cause yeah, my just moving down there. I was just talking about that. Like my brother want us to move down there. Well, my parents to come down there. I'm not staying in America. Period. So that ain't happening. I ain't moving to Georgia. I had my fair share of Georgia. I love Georgia when I was there. The Georgia, I don't just like I don't love New York now. It's the same thing. My love for Georgia is gone. My love for New York is gone. Florida is Florida. Like I lived in Florida for a long time too, but Florida is just not a place you love. Florida is just Florida. Like that, Florida is only good for like things to do. But like as far as lifestyle, like it be interesting and shit. Like on the daily, no, Florida is whack as hell. And that's Central Florida. But like I'm pretty sure places in Miami is much different. But like Orlando and Lakeland, I lived in Lakeland, all that down there, Winter Haven. Florida is whack. Florida is Florida. CJ will be on his next video, according to what Marcus said in his chat. Clarissa, the garden is struggling. I'm in Atlanta. I'll have to go live one day to tell y'all about it. Oh Lord. You only do Southern States to vacation? I mean, you can go to other places when it's warm. Well, it depends, like, what type of vacations you're into. So, like, no lie, y'all. I've been looking to maybe plan a trip for my man to take to Alaska. Just want to see something different. And they got and take them fishing and like something different. So we could try fishing in Alaska because they got different type of watery like rivers and shit. And I want to go up there in the summertime. The sun still be out like 10 o'clock at night type shit. Whatever. So I do want to go to Alaska. I do. Actually, my cousin that used to stay in Marietta back in the 90s, he's the one who told me about Alaska too, because he used to go out there to work. I'm like, there's black people in Alaska? Hell yeah. There's a lot of black people that work up there, especially from the West Coast. Oh, they do? They got a cruise that go up that way? That's what's up. I've never been on a cruise. As much as I love boats, I'm scared of cruises. I don't it's not that I'm scared. I just don't like being on boats where like a lot of people like when people come to the Caribbean and they do those party boats. I don't like that either. Like You can't get me to go on one of those because it's too many people, and I feel like people panic. Like I don't want to be around no water with a whole bunch of people that's panicking. That's just me. So I've always been scared of cruises. Like I'm not going on no cruise, no big ass ship, whole bunch of people. I done slept out. I done been on the ocean where I slept out for days, and I did fine on a regular ass boat. You go under, it's a little bed under there, TV and everything. That big shit, them big boats, and there's mad people on the boat. Nah, I'm scared. Hey, hey, terrific. What's up, Mel? Watch out! Don't let me hear you wearing daddy's briefcase. Yeah, the military is there. Yeah, I hope when my I know when my daughter do her when she pick her job assignment, she most likely gonna be stationed in Texas. So I tell myself by the time she go to Texas, I'm definitely gonna stay in Texas close to her. I'm gonna stay out there for a few months with my daughter. While she out in Texas in the Navy when she leave boot camp. I'm definitely gonna stay in Texas with her. I got some exploring to do in Texas, baby. I might try to Mexico too. There's a few things I need to get to Mexico. See, I could drive for days. Driving is my shit. Like driving. I'm very happy. But like the most responsible ones, and we always have money. And we just call each other like, bitch, you wanna leave New York? You wanna go to North Carolina? You wanna go to Florida? You wanna try to Chicago? Just hop in the car and go whenever you feel like it. But my cousin, she could drive her ass off for hours without needing no sleep. That was my best road dog. Cause my best friend used to drive, but she used to always act like she's sleepy after 3 hours. My best friend is a stud, y'all, and I think she's so lazy. She used to play basketball when we was young. She messed up her chance. She had a scholarship to play college ball, and niggas told me she really thought she was going to the NBA, but she was so lazy. And as we got older, all her girlfriends call her lazy, and I'm like, how you gonna study? You lazy? Like you don't do much work anyway sexually. How the fuck you lazy? Like what? Like nigga, you 6 feet tall, nigga. Like how you lazy? Yeah, from New York to Texas is like 3 days on the road. A little over, I think. Yeah, 3 days. It's 3 days from New York to Texas. But I drove once when I used to drive to Florida. One time, yeah, I drove straight to Florida. It took me 22 hours to drive to Fort Lauderdale. It took me almost a full 24 hours, but I drove straight. I said, shit, I gotta get there because I had missed my sometimes I would put my car on the train. Like I know you got it on the West Coast, but I don't know the points. So I would just my car to Virginia, which is close to New York. It's only like what 4 to 6 hours, depending the time of day you drive. Then you put your car on the train, and you stay on the train overnight. You go to sleep, and by the time you wake up in the morning, you in Sanford, Florida, which is like right above Orlando. I missed my train, so I had to keep driving, keep driving. The border to Texas roughly about 12 hours, but inland it takes about 24 hours to where I drive around Texas. Texas has a lot of bases there. Killeen is their most largest. That base is like a whole town. Ain't that an army base? Kalina's Army, right? Or Marine? Yeah, Texas. Yeah, I like the view of when I used to drive from like Orlando to Atlanta. When you come up through Georgia, you see all the pecan fields, whatever, whatever. But it's a part of Northeast Florida. Now, if I do move back to Florida or Georgia, it would have to be that area, like in the Gulf area, where North Florida touches Georgia and Alabama, like right there in the Gulf Coast. I like it over there, and I need to be next to water, to a beach. I cannot live too far inland and not have access to no beach. That's another thing. Like in Georgia, like the fuck ain't no beaches, dog. The only time I remember going to a beach was some little island. Was it? Was that Georgia, Alabama? Tybee, I think it's called Tybee Island or some shit. Oh, out there. I don't know if that's like close to Pensacola or if that's close to the Georgia or Mobile side. Yeah, I can't live nowhere with no access to the ocean. Never. That's another reason I know I couldn't stay in Chicago because I know they got the lakes and all that, but I'm an ocean girly. I was raised in the ocean. That I like salt water over fresh water. Yeah, Tybee. I think that's like Tybee, right? That's like that's Georgia or is that like Alabama? That's what I'm saying. Like I wish more people knew like how many nice islands are all over the United States. Like especially like because that reminded me with the Nolan Well situation on Horn Island. Like there's so many nice islands off the Gulf Coast, off the East Coast, with a rich history and everything. Like I just love the islands. Like I just love islands. The culture on islands is like it's so small. Then it's just relaxing. I don't know. I can't explain it because I do want to. I also want to bring my husband to Hilton Head Island in South Carolina. I want to go to Guatemala Island and I want to take him to Hilton Head Island. Oh no, in the Guatemala, they got their own little strong Geechee dialect. So I hope by the time I go back to Guatemala, it's still people with that hard Geechee dialect there, because they dialect sound like whole different language. Like they speak Geechee real real hard. So water burn your eyes. So water never burn my eyes. I never. I don't. I was been a person. I grew up like in the pool. You know, how people eyes get red and shit, or in the ocean. That never happened to me. It's Georgia. I'm thinking maybe Northwest Georgia. I'm not sure though. Northwest? I thought Tybee was south of Georgia, like towards the coast. Am I tripping? I don't know. That was long ago, y'all. And somebody else took me there, so I can't even tell you the direction we went to. I thought we went south. I thought we had went south. Maybe it is northeast, close to maybe close to the Sea Islands, North Carolina. They do have Geechees in Georgia too, right? Yeah, Low Country, Georgia. That's Geechee. That's Gullah Geechee land too. Well, yeah, most. Even though they try to limit to them areas, basically whole Georgia. I consider like Georgia share with with the Creek with the Muskogee people. With what you call it? Say he is. What's his name? CJ. CJ. No, CJ say he Muskogee. I'm tripping. He said he Cherokee and Blackfoot. But yeah, Georgia is mostly Muskogee, and that's the most dominant. And then Low Country, Gully Geechee. You got your Cherokee. North for me at least, I'm in the middle. Oh yeah, you all in. I never been that. I probably drove through there, but I never really been in Macon, Georgia. I I think that's like 3 hours away from Columbus. Cause is that Macon or Augusta? I don't know. Oh yeah, because I think it was Macon or was it Augusta? Because it was some dude that I was cool with, and he was living out there, but he wanted to learn how to cook and shit. And he's telling me he can't get peppers and shit where he from, like to cook like authentic Jamaican or Caribbean food. And I'm like, nigga, all you need is peppers, like, and you could probably make your own seasoning. Nigga said he never saw peppers in the store. I'm like, I don't know where you at. You must be deep in a rural country where you can't even get no regular peppers. Like, even if you can't get Scotch bonnet pepper, you could get habanero peppers, nothing. I mean, something, but he was too far. And that's when I was in Columbus, Georgia. I said, you know what Fort Benning is? He like, Fort Benning? That's like 3 hours away. I'm like, well, I'm by Fort Benning, dog. I don't, man, listen, if I could, I probably got so much mileage on the roads in America, just driving places. The worst place I can remember visiting was, I remember one time I was in Tennessee. I forgot what part of Tennessee I was in. And I would go to the store, like every time like I was in the store, gas station, it was black people, like grown black people in there that didn't know how to count their money. And they depended on the store only to give them the right change and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's one thing I can understand I know how to read it right, but you don't know how to count your money? That should I never saw no shit like that in my life till I was in Tennessee. I couldn't believe that shit. I'm like, and they really going to the store, giving the clerk the money. And I could see it was a mom and pop store, like, they was black, but these are like Arab store owners. Like, y'all trust these niggas? Mm-mm. If my cousin's son I know couldn't count, read and write and shit, I'm going to the store with them every time. I'm about an hour and a half from Atlanta and 3 hours from Columbus. My dad was from Columbus. Oh, cool. Yeah, Columbus. I rock with Columbus. Yep. Anytime I lived in the South, only fast food I ate was Bojangles. I used to eat these fried mushrooms from Zaxby's in Atlanta, and I got addicted to fried mushrooms ever since. But Bojangles, I can't tell them shit. Okay, so Macon is an hour and a half and not an hour away from ATL. Yeah, Macon is deep out there in Georgia. Yeah, because Atlanta is more North Georgia, like especially like when you're driving. I think you come through Tennessee. It's like once you get to the bottom of Tennessee, if you're coming from that way, or if you come from the Carolinas, like more closer to the coast, Atlanta is like more the northern part of Georgia. Oh, Savannah is what I'm thinking about. Savannah is no. All right. Savannah is what I'm thinking about. I don't think he was in Macon. I think he was in Savannah. Savannah is also a lot of Gullah Geechee is at too. Savannah, Georgia. And I was gonna get my gold teeth done in Savannah, but I was like, nah, they do their gold teeth like Bama's. Like they look like Bama's. I'll stick with Florida. If it would have if I do my when I do my teeth, it's gonna have to either be in Florida or Texas. That's why I said I want to visit Texas. But if I don't make it to Texas in time, it's definitely gonna be in Florida. Going that's all they ate was Hardee's. I never been to Hardee's in my life, girl. I never been to Arby's. I never been to Hardee's. I never been inside of a Denny's. Um, what was that other southern restaurant? What was the name of it? I think it started with a P. Shit. What was the name of it? Oh no, I'm tripping. I think it's a double name. All right, y'all know what carrot souffle is? It was this restaurant that used to be like in the South. I think it was the Midwest, like towards St. Louis, and they used to make a carrot souffle that everybody loved. I love carrots. My husband loved carrots too. When I met him, he wasn't eating vegetables, and I said, "I ain't been with no man don't eat no vegetables, dog. He don't like them. You don't like them now." Now he like them. Now he like vegetables. I'm like, people always say they don't like something because they don't know how to cook it. I was about to say Luby's on Wyatt's Cafeteria and my cousin's home Burns BQ and down in Houston. Oh yeah, I never been in Long John. I've been in Long John Silver's, but I never ate from there. And that was in Chicago. I would never eat no Long John Silver's. But no, what's the name of that restaurant, y'all? It wasn't like a Winn Dixie. It was a no name like it used to sell Waffle House. No, it was something you only find in the South. Nah, I never been to Denny's. Denny's don't look like they sell nothing I eat. What about? Oh, I seen that one. When I come to Houston, I got a few places to hit up to try. Hey, Kava, what do you know? This? What you mean, Bama's? As far as really, oh man, I'm so mad I can't think of the name. I feel like I might end up mess up the lava if I go look. Anyway, if look carrot souffle, look up somebody look up carrot souffle or what restaurant made carrot souffle popular. I be always go to Papa Dough when I touch down in Houston. When I was living in Columbus, I see Papa Do's every day. Every day I was eating Papa Dough when I was in Columbus. Every day. When people knew me, Lord, every day. Yeah, I used to go to Columbus. Man, listen, I could eat me some crawfish. Give me a good 2 pounds and some. I don't. And I used to eat the oyster po' boys. What else I used to eat from there? And I don't even like coleslaw, y'all. I hate coleslaw. Whether it's American coleslaw, Caribbean coleslaw, I do not like coleslaw. But Papa Dough coleslaw, for some reason, I liked it. Oh yes, there we go. Mel said it. Piccadilly. There we go. I was right. This started with a P. Piccadilly. Exactly. Thank you. That's what it was. Yep. Piccadilly, y'all. Yes. Piccadilly. Oh, that brought back so many memories. Like I remember Roy Rogers as a kid too. That's the only place I used to like to eat at one point. I don't eat out much now because of the food poisoning. Yeah, I know. However, every blue moon and birthday of Valentine's, I do remember saying Bama's, but I forgot what context I use it. That's why I asked what you say. I thought you meant. See, I don't know where you're from because I'm from New York too. We got an area called the Bamas. We call certain things Bamas. We call certain places Bamas. So that's why I was asking what you meant. Oh, you still work there in Piccadilly's? You love KFC coleslaw, terrific. ML, yeah, I need a spanking for eating KFC. I don't know. I can't judge because I don't like coleslaw. Period. But that, yeah, Piccadilly, they turned me on to, they put me onto that damn carrot souffle. Oh man, love that shit. Oh yeah, I like Cracker Barrel. I do like Cracker Barrel. I seen KFC just the other day. It said they sell chicken fried steak. Yeah, I love me some chicken fried steak. I like. I'm telling. I don't think y'all know. Like, I could eat that every day for breakfast. Chicken fried steak. I even listen. I remember this how I learned how to be cooking. How old I was, but I was craving chicken fried steak, and I said, "I'm in New York. I know I ain't get no chicken. I have to learn the recipe myself." And I aced it. I even made the white gravy perfect, just how I like it. I love me a Texas, not Texas. I'm reading a comment. Chicken fried steak. I love biscuits and gravy. Everybody can't do biscuits and gravy. And then I know, like, in the Midwest, they got something similar called chippers and gravy. Like, you get that, like, in Pennsylvania when we start going to the Midwest. Or, like, in Michigan sell it, too. Chipper with the chipper steak. Maryland sell that, too. Mm-hmm. I've never been to Texas Roadhouse. I know people also, I know Longhorn is viral now, Longhorn Steakhouse, but I've never been there. I love gizzards. Coleslaw, I have to bite the gizzard and stuff. I love Miss D. I love gizzards bad too, like chicken gizzards. And then I just discovered where to get turkey gizzards because the turkey gizzards I use to cut up to make in like gravy, like if I make giblet gravy or make dressing. I put gizzards in my dressing. I chop them up with some hearts and gizzards. I chop up the heart and gizzards. But with chicken gizzards itself, oh man, I could eat it anyway. Stewed, fried. I just love chicken gizzards, period. There's a salad that some Caribbean countries make, like with it's like a cold salad, like a ceviche, but it's escabeche, and it's like chicken gizzards with green banana, green plantain, and it's like in a nice oil dressing. It's cold. Oh my god, I love that stuff. I love that stuff. I love chicken gizzards. Bad. Between the chicken gizzard and the chicken neck, ironically, those are my favorite parts of the chicken. and a drumstick. That's it. The chicken neck. I like chicken feet too, but my favorite parts are the neck, the gizzard, and a drumstick. I don't really eat. Now, when it comes to yeah, I don't like white meat. Period. Overall, no matter how you cook it, what you do with it, I don't like breasts. I would eat it sometimes, yeah, but it's not something I would order. And when it comes to like a chicken thigh, I do not like chicken thighs. Now, what I cook with it, certain dishes I do use a chicken thigh. I like wings, but on the wings, I only like the flat part and the tip. I don't like the drum part of the wing. I throw those away or give them away. I don't eat the drum part or on the wing. Yeah, I don't like no big drumsticks either. A franchise of fried chicken called Pioneer. Well, I know we got a franchise of fried chicken out here that is like it's Korean fried chicken. It's called Jollibee. Man, the line be out the place for that damn Jollibee boy. Please hush, you make me want to taste it. Are you talking about the gizzard with the green banana? Oh, it's so good. That's one thing I gotta learn how to make myself because I know it's so simple. I just never made it myself. My the Spanish side of my family make that the best. Well, they make it real good. So like at baby showers, everything. I used to always look forward to that. Any family gathering, that's what I want on my plate. Jollibee, yeah, Jollibee is okay. I like Jollibee because of the crunch. That's about it. But I'm not big on eating chicken from restaurants anyway. Like, mm-mm. I barely eat chicken in America now for some reason. I do not like chicken in America. It make me vomit. But if I do I order, I get fresh farm chicken. I gotta eat my own chicken because meat and chicken from restaurants don't go together no more. I don't even see Bishop. I cannot see Bishop. These shields, so no. I like the back on the chicken also. Oh, you like chicken back? Yeah, I like chicken back too for the flavor. When it comes, but I'm not big on turkey either. I make good turkey wings. I'm not big on turkey necks. Well, not smoked turkey necks. I actually like when it's baked. Like how when you bake the bird and they come with the pieces with the organs and the neck. That's the neck I like. That's the piece of the neck I like. I like that long, slim neck when you roast in the oven, and then the turkey got the big gizzards, but turkey tails, turkey or turkey butts, whatever you call them, that's my favorite part of the turkey. A turkey butt is heaven for me. You know, for some reason, I don't know if I outgrew it. So when I was young, right? Because I was Muslim real young, so I didn't eat pork like from the age 7 or whatever. I eat pork for a long time. And my mom used to make the greens for me with the smoked turkey neck bones. I used to like it. And then when I started eating pork as an adult again, I kind of, I was like 19, 20 when I started eating pork. I did like the greens then too with the pork neck bones, but I don't know. I'm not big on meat in my greens no more. The only way I like greens now, and I make it a lot, is when I make gumbo greens. I get my andouille sausage, right? And I get my little. I use the crawfish meat. I use shrimp meat, or I use linguine meat. That's the only way I like my greens now. I don't like no meat like turkey or pork and neck bones. I don't like none of that in my greens no more. I don't know why. Oh hey Bishop, I can see you now. You know what I do like? I love so bad hogs head cheese. Hogs head, give me. I like it spicy too. I like it in cheese form. Some people eat it loose and they call it sauce, but I like when you let it get cold in the shape of a log. Spicy hogs head cheese. Oh my God! Listen, I could eat the whole thing in one day, and I'd be having to limit myself because I'm like, that's a lot of salt, that's a lot of fat. But hogs head cheese, spicy hogs head cheese and crackers is great for me. Yeah, Miss D, it holds all the stuff. Yep, Texas mustard. Oh, yeah. Golden. When it comes to me too, that's the only greens I make. I don't eat. That's another thing. I don't eat plain collard greens no more either. Mustard greens are my favorite greens, but I blend them now. I blend them. I buy the turnips, the mustard, and the collards, and I just cook them all together now. I don't even like collard greens plain no more either. That's another thing. I cannot eat collard greens straight no more. They gotta be mixed. The Republic. Who's Mitch McConnell? Yep, my mother. Yep, because that's what the family. My mother, my aunts, and everything. Listen, even in Barbados culture, right? When we have cookouts, like days that people have cookouts, we literally have a whole like you put a whole pig on a stick and it's sitting out there roasting the whole time you're outside. Pigtail is another thing, like my favorite thing to eat. Barbecue pigtail. My father liked pigtail so bad he cooked pigtail everything. He liked pigtail. He used salted pigtail in his food and his cooking. But I don't use salt. I only like it barbecue pigtail or we put pigtail in our stew peas. Like how Louisiana people make red beans, like that's what we call stew peas. So some people put chicken foot in it, some people put oxtail in it, some people put pigtail in it, or just slices of salt beef. I like my stew peas. That's my husband. First thing he ever cooked for me. That's my favorite. Stew peas with oxtails, pigtails, or chicken feet. That's the only way I eat it. But hogs head cheese, yeah, my family used to get the head. I had a phone call come through. Let me know if y'all hear me or not. Okay, y'all can hear me good. All right, let me go back up. Oh yeah, I don't know what Texas mustard is, but I like mustard greens. Period. That's my favorite. Terrific. I eat scrapple here and there. I fry it because my dad likes spam. I don't eat no damn spam, and my daughter likes the scrapple. I could do scrapple before I could eat spam, but it ain't nothing I would buy and cook. And I remember summer sausage. I never had them BBQ. Well, yeah, in Barbados, that's what we do with pigtail. Like I remember being a kid, like you know, how New York City got like hot dog stands. In Barbados, when you go into town, that's what you're gonna see a whole bunch of pigtails, barbecue pigtails on the grill. People buying them. Hog head cheese, saltine crackers, summer sauce, fruit cake, a bono. Terrific done went to West Africa and shit. I ain't eating that shit. Oh, conch is one of my favorite too. Conch soup. Conch soup. You cook it up with the coconut milk. You get the green plantain. You mash it up in a bowl. You eat it with the conch soup. I like kale too, but I eat kale fresh. You just put olive oil. Yep. I would eat it like that too, with just olive oil. Yes, Hawaii got spam from World War II and they have no food. That's what it was getting sent spam. But West Indians, certain Caribbean people eat a lot of spam. They like hot dogs, all that stuff. I don't like all that canned meat, like Vienna sausage and stuff. Mm-mm. Yeah, that stuff is too much sodium. I don't like corned beef, and Caribbean people love corned beef too. Not me. I only could eat it. My father made corned beef a certain way with hot sauce and onions, and it make it real cold. I could eat like that sometimes with crackers, but for the most part, I don't eat no damn corned beef. I eat fresh corned beef, like the meat, not the stuff in the can. Scrapple is basically what it sounds like. Scrapple. It's scraps of leftover meat put together with some probably some salt, whatever. But it's not bad. It don't taste bad though. But it you when you to me when you buy it when you look at it you can tell it's unhealthy. Like I'll eat like a slice of it at most. Don't and I can't. Some people are just I don't know. Me, I gotta to have a crispy, a crisp edge, like on the scrapple, gotta be crispy. Some people just heat it up. I know, I need to cook it. Like it got a crisp on around the edges. I can't eat scrapple like that. It's too mushy. But even yeah, the animal, the pig head, man. Listen, you go to a Bayesian barbecue, they got the whole pig roasting and rotating right in the middle of the cookout, and you start chopping the head, going to work on the head, pulling all the meat out the head, and but I like sauce too. We make sauce is a big thing we eat every Saturday. So I like pig tongue. I like pig tongue the best. I like the tongue, the cheeks, and the head. Now ears, I don't need the ears. The snout, none of that. Pig tongue, yeah. Pig tongue is like I love pig tongue. I love pig tongue. It just tastes so soft and delicate. I don't know. She likes to buy a baby pig. Got Colombian restaurant. Just can't watch it do it because it's a baby. Oh, the Filipinos do that. They do that with the young pigs too. The Filipinos, they make lechon and everything. Spain, I think, because they got that from Spain. Spain has a special dish where in certain Latin American countries got it where the baby pig is like a delicacy to them. But another, oh, listen, y'all, my favorite is speaking about heads, goat head soup. Goat head, oh my God, I don't know. Goat head soup, mostly Jamaicans make it, but I was raised with it in my house. Cause my mother sure enough went to go buy her goat heads on Thursdays or Fridays to make goat head soup on Saturdays. Goat head soup is just immaculate. Immaculate. You cooked pig feet last week? I like pig feet. I like it. I can't think of. My mom used to cook it in like a tomato sauce. I think that's the only way I like it to eat pig feet. The way my mom used to make it. Other than that, I won't eat no pig feet. But I do. I rather eat chicken foot before I eat pig feet. Cow foot, I like cow foot too, but that's something I eat once in a while. And I know some Asians they cook duck feet. I never had duck feet, even though I love duck. Duck is my favorite bird, but I never had duck feet. Oh yeah, these shells. Yep, I used to eat cow tongue too. When I was living in Florida, I used to cook it a lot. I used to get a beef tongue right from Walmart. People are like, where you get a beef tongue from? I'm like, you don't see the big cow tongue right there in the freezer? Yeah, it's right there. Pay attention. Even rabbit, even duck. People be acting like, where you get those animals from? They get the supermarket. They right at the same supermarket you go to. They in there. The fuck? The ham? Yeah, I never like him. I never like him. It's just him. And my mom used to make ham with red eye gravy, and it used to smell so good to me. But I do not like ham. My mom used to go hard on her hams too. She used to always get a big pot, and she'll throw her ginger beer in there. She'll cook it with a whole bunch of. She'll put a few ginger beers, or mama if she had leftover ginger beer that she made, she would use ginger beer and ginger ale and start boiling her ham and whatever that ginger ale, ginger beer concoction is. You're not effing with no chitterlings? Nah, I could do the chitterlings. I could do chitterlings. I could do chitlins. Now, chitlins not something I will go out and cook, so it's something that I could only eat from somebody very close to me, where I know where if I'm there and I smell them, I want I know they cleaned them, so I know that when they start cooking them, if I don't smell no shit, nothing like that, when they start cooking, I know it just smell clean. That's it. I can't go. Nah, I can't eat it from distant family members, and I pop up at your house. You got chitlins. I don't want none. I gotta be there in the house when you start cooking it. Chitlins. I've never had chitlins either, but I told myself next time I get over some, I'm gonna try them, and I haven't had opportunity in a long time. So I've been in an environment where they was cooked, but I never took it off them. So by the time I was ready to eat it, now there ain't nobody cooking chitlins or like my certain people who died in my family long gone who used to cook it. So I do want to try it because I feel like if I could eat cow stomach and intestines and stuff, then chitlins. And people think chitlins is just like slave food. It's actually not. Chitlins is an old world delicacy across many cultures. Like a lot of people eat chitlins. Asians, I tell myself I do want to try Asian chitlins, and certain African countries they don't eat pork, but they eat the intestines of other animals like chitlins. But yeah, the intestine stuff that's old world food. That's old world food. You gotta remember back in the days, people ain't wasting none of part of the animal. They ain't wasting no part of the animal. And y'all know how we got bubble coats now? Bubble coats started being they was originally made by American Indians like in the winter from certain animals, the like the walrus or the big sea lions. They use those in their intestines to make bubble coats because my cousin let some grit up in hers, and my brother was about to gag about 7, 8 years ago. Sad part was older folks that live down there in the country. They don't see no problem with it, but it is delicacy, but trash to me. Why when I see a hippopotamus, I feel like it's going to taste good. A hippopotamus, and they say I'm crazy. They say I eat anything. I ain't never looked at a hippopotamus and wonder how it tastes. Not a hippopotamus. You got me with that one for sure. I know I like gator. Gator is something took me a long time to try. And you know what? Even though I could cook rabbit real good and make it real good, I don't like rabbit. I don't like it. It's something about it that my mouth, like when I chew it, my my brain just tell my mouth spit it out. I swear to God. And the first time I had rabbit, it was from one of my uncles, and he's always been like a chef of professional foods, and he throw these extravagant suit and tie events and everything. And so as a kid, he used to always hire us. Used to have to dress up and serve appetizers to his guests and everything. So one time he made rabbit, and my cousin like try it. I had it. It tastes good. She was lying to me. She wanted me to try it first, but as soon as I put it in my mouth, I stopped chewing, and I was like, I can't eat this. I spit it out. Then again, trying rabbit, I put it in my mouth. I took a big bite too. I just couldn't chew it. Every time I take a piece of a rabbit, I cannot chew it. I just spit it out. I don't know what it is. I made I made this guy some. I made him some smothered rabbit. I fried it up real nice and then made it in the gravy. And I thought I was gonna enjoy this meal with him because I love smothered food. I love smothered chicken, smothered anything. So I said, all right, he wants smothered. I could do smothered because I like smothered food, but I couldn't eat it. It's something about rabbit. As soon as it get in my mouth, my brain just say, stop chewing, stop chewing, spit it out. I cannot. I don't know what it is about rabbit, but yeah, that shit sends a signal to my brain to spit that shit out. Yeah, I like gator. I'm gonna try the New Orleans gator picante. That's some dish. That's the next dish I never had that I want to try. Red, yeah, it's called gator picante. It's made in a red sauce. No beaver. I do want to try. Well, I know it's in the deer family. All right. See, I've had deer. I'm not a fan of deer either. It's not nasty. It's just not for me. But elk meat is way better to me than deer meat. And elk is bigger, so you would probably think it's more gamier, more. But I feel like elk meat is way better than deer meat. Yeah, rabbit as a kid, but I can't remember if I liked it or not. Frog legs is another thing. You just remind me. They said I had frog legs when I was young. They said I liked it. I don't remember. So I told myself I'm older. I would try frog legs, but I'm not buying it. So if somebody paid for it, I'll try it then. But I'm not going to be like, let me get some frog legs. Not me. I ain't buying no frog legs. Shit, I know my father one time. Well, he did this a few times, but the first time he told me he ate a stingray before. I didn't believe him. So one day, I'm in the kitchen and I don't really like fried fish, y'all. My father fried a lot of fish, so he asked me like, "Oh, I seasoned the fish. You want me to put something to the side for you?" I said, "Yeah." So I didn't even asked him what type of fish it was. I was just like, "Yeah." I see him frying something, and it looked like leather or something. Like I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, you got a stingray. I tell you, I got me a stingray. I'm like, I know this nigga lie. I know this nigga not eat a stingray. That shit look like a stingray we was frying. I'm like, I don't want no damn stingray. You crazy? Oh, I'm good. Ain't nothing about a stingray that I look at and say I want to try that. Not me. Frog legs are good, and they moving in there and in grease. Yeah, because probably contract because of the muscles. Now octopus, I love octopus, but I don't like calamari. I used to eat calamari when I was young, but as an adult, I don't like calamari no more. I don't know why. Calamari, no sir. Since I became an adult, I do not like calamari. I love langoustine. I love prawns. Like I just don't like meaty fish. I don't like meaty. I grew up on shark, but I don't like shark like that. I don't like shark. Shark meat, I don't know what's the big deal about it. When it comes to red meat, I think my favorite meat is probably between lamb and sheep that we only have in my country. The meat is so soft and tender. It's a type of lamb. But between when it comes to red meat, it gotta be between lamb and goat. Beef is cool. I don't have bison meat. It's alright, but my favorite steaks and beef are wagyu, the Japanese beef. That's my favorite. That's it costs money, but listen, I'll pay if I want a wagyu steak. Wagyu, it's pronounced wagyu. Yeah, I'm doing that. A matter of fact, for Father's Day this past year, a few weeks ago, I took my father to get a wagyu tomahawk steak covered in gold. Right, you could eat the gold and stuff. So, because I always tell people, I'm telling you, once you eat wagyu, you gonna crave it. You gonna crave it again. So I surprised my father with reservations to this place. I ain't want to know how much I paid for it because I know he would have had a heart attack. Oh, you pay that much money for some steak? Da, 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 da. But he liked it, and it's soft meat. It's very soft. It melt in your mouth. It definitely melts in your mouth, baby. I've had some. I went to Japan. Oh my God, yeah. I don't know what it is now, but I crave wagyu so much, and that niggas be. You spend all that money on that? Yes, I am. It's for me. To me, it's worth the money. Nothing else tastes like that on this earth. Like nothing else. You try the raw oysters? Yeah. I ate a lot of raw seafood growing up. Well, not raw seafood, but oysters and clams and stuff like that. And I had some quail hogs. What was that? That's when my husband first came up, and we took a boat ride to Nantucket. Quail hogs is another shellfish up there on the East Coast. It's like an oyster or whatever. I don't know what family it is. It's in the shell. It looked like oyster to me. My dad used to cook rabbits, squirrels, possum, frogs, frog legs, eel, raccoons, turtle, and goats. Yeah, turtle is another thing that I love turtle so much. I don't know. Everybody keep telling me how good turtle soup is. Turtle soup is so good. Ah, I can't. I don't know. I don't know if I can eat a turtle. I love turtles too bad, but maybe I'll try it one day. Like, depending on the opportunity. But for me to go out there and be like, I want turtle soup. My mother's side of the family from the Caribbean that they eat that. They eat eels too. Um, I think that was the two strangest things I ever thought they ate was the eels and the turtles. I never had raccoon because I don't have to have them. Yeah, I want to try turtle soup. Yeah, me too. When I get the next opportunity to, that's definitely going to try turtle soup. As long as I don't see the turtle, I'm alright. Like before they cook it, I don't want to see you kill a turtle then bring it in the back. Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't know. Did anybody here ever been to the Bahamas? Like one of the Bahamas' most famous foods is fried conch or conch fritters, right? And it's like crack. Fried conch is everything. It's. I love conch period, but again, when it comes to fried seafood, I'm not big on frying seafood. But Bahamas got the fried conch down pat. And I know they used to have a spot. I forgot what island was this. The main island, Paradise Island. I don't know, but it was a store called Imperial in the Bahamas. They used to be open 24 hours, late night, and you would see all the people in there all times of night waiting for fried conch, fried conch. Yeah, terrific. That's what I know most people like when I was growing up to try frog legs was at Coney Island. That's why people told me I had it before, but I don't remember. They told me I had it at Coney Island, and I'm like, I don't remember eating frog legs. Especially if I was a kid. When I was a kid, I wasn't a big meat eater. I didn't like a lot of meat as a kid. So I was like, I ate frog legs? That's news to me. Of course. Oh, so I went terrific with the salty and the hot sauce. Man, even when it comes to like food in Atlanta, Atlanta don't got really, not saying it's all bad, but they ain't really got no spectacular restaurants where like if you want to try something new or different and different, they don't have that type of scene out there like to explore different types of foods and shit in Atlanta. And there's the country Georgia, not the state. I've been addicted to their food lately too. The country because I like dumplings. Yeah, I like especially I like from every cold. So Georgia, they sell some type of dumplings. Start with an M, I think. I think it's called mandu. Oh no, I think that's Korean. But anyway, it's in the dough. They fill it up with the meat. Sometimes they put gravy on it. Yeah, that shit is so good. Very, very good. I'm starting to like more Middle Eastern foods and Eastern European foods. I have a friend that ate what? Horse meat. I didn't heard people say that's why I never like spam either. No, not spam. It was canned corned beef. Because when I was growing up, people used to say that was horse meat, and I believed it because something about canned corned beef. It looked different. It smelled different. It don't smell like beef. So I thought it was horse for a long time. Swear to God, I did. Yeah, a poor horsey. I don't think I want to eat a horse. Not on purpose. Mm-mm. But I'm getting very sleepy, y'all. I'm trying to fight to keep my eyes open. I need to take a nap. I don't know if Marcus gonna drop that video tonight. It's 8 o'clock. I got a question. Are y'all getting all y'all Atlanta Street interviews notifications? Cause Yavo said he was shadow banned, and I was wondering like why I don't get my notifications like I used to. So I thought it's because I was slowing down, but it's like I still should get the alert, the notification. You get all your notifications? Or you have them on all? Anyway, yeah. All right, y'all. So let me try to get some Z's like, before I go to the supermarket and I don't drive sleepy. I'm gonna take a quick nap. And I'll see y'all around later. And we'll see if Marcus drop a video, see what he's talking about. He said I was babbling. I'm babbling now because I'm sleepy. But that's the point of me. Babble. To talk. My page. Babble, babble, babble about what I saw on these good old YouTube streets. Anyway, thank y'all for stopping by. I will see y'all later. Take care, everybody. Be safe. Be good.